Not there. That's
There.
the mic. I'm sorry.
I knew we were too far over. So, hey, bad news. One, we're late because I slept in. But we're also a little late because we're having some technical issues. Do you remember when Corey and I were doing the music stream, and just halfway through the thing that we're using to get the sound and picture from the phone had, like, a brain fart and would get sound but no picture?
Well, guess what?
Well, guess what? That's also how we get Horse Boyfriend on the screen. So we can't check in with Horse Boyfriend just yet. Sorry, guys. But that's okay, because we can play Ladykiller in a Bind. Which I'm gonna just...
That's where we belong.
what a horrible thing to do. Alright, so where are we? December 22nd, 11:48.
That seems about the latest. Yeah, end of day 2. That's right.
Yeah, alright. Let's go back.
Load.
Oh, load.
So then, yes, right. Because in the morning, all your suspicion is cleared.
Yes, Gap Filler, I am aware that the music stream VOD is still online all in one piece. Great! Don't count on it, but if you want to go look at it, want to go listen to everything, go for it now. I woke up to her climbing back into bed, trying to insert herself into my arms.
Right.
You're finally awake. Hold me, please. Oh, those are all from last night, but the scroll up we have the One True Woo has just subscribed, and Thirsty Kitty has subscribed for 4 months in a row, saying, continuous enthusiastic resubscriptions.
Thank you.
Whoa, I ignored her setting up, suddenly feeling stiff basically everywhere. I looked down at my body as my vision adjusted, realized that I was still covered in rope marks.
There's the binding part.
Yeah, I guessed that part.
Yeah.
The beast. Wow, that was intense. She rested her head against my chest, running her fingers along my still slightly sensitive red marks. I know, and the faces you made, you really got off on that, didn't you? It was one thing hearing that kind of dirty talk in a sexual context after she had forced me into subspace, but hearing it from her the morning after just made me blush thinking about it.
Aww.
Especially since I couldn't distract myself now, and I had to admit to myself that wait, I didn't have to admit anything. I forced myself to think about what's ahead in store instead. You already helped me with the suspicion like you promised, right? Of course I did. You're all good, I promise. Even though I know you're just going to deliberately run it up all again so you have an excuse to come back and submit to me. She clung tightly to me, kissing my neck, one of the few places that hadn't been left sore since last night.
That's good.
It felt kind of nice being like that. I gotta get going. I need to get breakfast. Oh. If you're feeling really stiff, there's ibuprofen beside the bed. That can help a lot. How considerate. No, I'm fine. I need to go get food, that's all. Really, I just needed to go before I got too caught up in it. It was a transaction, nothing more, and now I had to go eat.
Wow.
Oh, right. We were squished up smaller in the corner.
Oh, we were, yeah. Let's, let me take care of that. Who just subscribed, actually?
Crorkle just subscribed for 9 months in a row saying, "Sup, baby?" Dom, baby? Why is my suspicion still at 4?
I think it will come.
No, nothing more.
It has to.
Oh yeah, there you go. Lost 4 suspicion.
Good.
Alright. I could definitely see myself doing multiple playthroughs of this game.
Yeah, well there's so many other... Obviously we have all these other options. That's right, because we got... Did we get to this point? To where we were going to choose again? I don't think we did. I think we just basically were done at the end of being done.
Yeah. Alright, so we can start the scene with these 2 people. We can do another photographer scene, or we can get to know the class president. Let's do another photographer scene.
Yes, please. We're building a rapport.
Yeah. I spent the afternoon at the bar. I just got a drink and was fooling around at the pool table. I figured, hey, maybe I'd try hustling a few of your classmates while I was there.
Alright.
These are nice backgrounds.
Yeah.
I see you were...
So I see you were treating the identity thing with the due seriousness it deserves.
Hey, to me that's being serious. Well, it doesn't seem like I'm hiding, but I don't have to worry about getting details of your personal history wrong. It's just a game, low pressure.
Okay, fair. So where's the but?
Well, like I said, I was fooling around. The bar wasn't super packed, so I couldn't hear a conversation between the photographer and the president as they walked in. I hadn't seen the photographer around since the last time we talked, and she'd promised to spend more time together.
The dress is not the issue. What do I know about dresses? It's a perfectly nice dress, I'm sure.
Oh, I can start shit right now? No.
No? Too early? Feelings, on the other hand, I've got no idea.
Well, I don't think your problem is going to go away on its own. Then just the two of them seem to notice me. Wow, be friendly is what raises your suspicion.
No kidding.
The president stared intensely. I just waved. Alright, start shit.
Alright.
Hey, President, how's it going? Girl problems? Maybe I can help.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man problems, actually. Probably your fault. It'd be awesome if, for once, you didn't just make things worse for me. Photographer, lovely talking to you again. And you, lovely not talking to you at all. Goodbye.
Hey, don't be a stranger if it's my fault, I'm sure.
Goodbye.
I'll see you around. Good luck figuring things out.
Thank you. I'll see you around.
See ya.
Not you. Damn, has to have the last word.
Yeah. Huh, I don't think he likes me. I mean, that's the expected reaction, right? It'd be weird if I wasn't aggro weirdo around him, yeah?
I'm so happy to hear you treat him with the exact level of seriousness he deserved.
Well, apparently, the photographer rolled her eyes, but she didn't seem too bothered by it. Good to see you again. How are you doing? I'm good. Yourself? What was that all about? Oh, that was a private matter. Sorry. But I am doing well. Care to join me at the bar for a drink? We haven't actually gotten any time to ourselves since the cruise started. I'd like to rectify that. Yeah, sure. I'm no good at pool anyway. I lied pointlessly. She smiled and played with her hair a little, I could tell. It was a calculated strike at my heart, designed to impress me, but geez, I couldn't help but think. She really was pretty. Why don't we see if we can resolve this sexual tension? Ha, ha, no promises. We'll see. We both took seats at the bar.
All right.
Ah, yes, the boss.
What can I get for you?
I'll have I don't know, some beer or another. I can't remember what it was called. It's all the same to me. Despite being a lesbian, I don't really like beer at all. There's some exceptions, but it's just not really my usual thing.
Despite being a lesbian? What's that? That's literally my reaction right now.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'll explain. See, there's this thing where I enjoy having sexual relations with other women. That's what that means.
Yeah, it's very funny. What does it have to do with beer?
Lesbians tend to drink beer. It's a thing.
Is that really? That doesn't sound like a real thing at all.
Well, thanks for insetting your heterosexual male opinion into me talking about what lesbians like. That totally makes sense. Obviously, you would know.
Oh my god. Enough with the tangents already.
Anyway, she got her drink, and we just idly chatted for a while, and the intense turn it took eventually kind of snuck up on me.
Ah.
You know, the swimmer's been getting really aggressive with me lately. Gotta sleep with her? Unlocks choices.
Do we do that right now? Do we go a little further?
Let's see what... Oh, no,
Did we go back?
Oh, we missed... Oh, wait, how did we go back?
I don't know. It looked like we jumped backwards.
Oh, yeah, weird.
Did you hit like the wheel or something?
I must have hit the wheel.
Weird.
Alright, well... She wanted to sneak into here with me while the bar was closed and everyone was off eating, just the two of us. Like, really brazenly? What was that like, with you and her?
I think we unlocked the choices.
Yeah. So you're gonna sleep with her then? Why? Would that upset you if I did? That I got to go further with your ex-girlfriend than you ever did? No, would you be jealous of me? What would I be jealous? Well, after you broke up, you suddenly started being, like, a lot more sexually open. Or she suddenly started being, like, a lot more sexually open. You wouldn't feel bad? You're the only one left out?
Interesting idea.
course not. Really? Be honest with me. I am being honest. Yeah. So you're only okay with the idea of her sleeping with me because you're not threatened by her then? Okay, chauvinistic?
Sure. Yeah, okay. I like that doesn't raise suspicion.
Well, come on.
I guess he's
I'm gonna object to two hot women having sex. It's the two of you together? That's hot. Huh. After all your big talk, I guess you're still a guy, huh? Of course that's what your mind immediately jumps to. Really? She goes around wearing swimsuits everywhere, showing off her cleavage aggressively, swinging her hips as she walks. What does your mind jump to? It jumps to being clear that she wants the attention. What kind of attention? Surely you've thought about what kind of attention you'd want to give her. Don't tell me you haven't thought about slapping that ass. Who says I haven't already done that?
Mm-hmm.
See? That's what I'm talking about. This isn't what I mean, though. Her sexual energy is impossible to ignore. But there's more to it than that. What are you talking about? What is your end point here, photographer?
Yeah.
The important thing is that it's not about our time together in this cruise, right? It's about what comes after this. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get ready to go off to university and balance everything just right so I can somehow maintain an image that's both cool and respectable for all my fans, stay completely in control, meet the right people, make the right connections, and maybe I turn my small foundation of Instagram fame into something bigger, something real, something stable. The smart road ahead of me is all clear, and all I have to do to be as perfect and take it, maybe it'll work out. And so what does this have to do with the swimmer? She paused, taking a long sip of her beer and slamming it down dramatically. In that moment, I saw a brief, weary look in her eyes. I was struck by how pretty she looked when she was sad and unguarded. Excuse me, when you have a moment, could I get another, please?
Of course, right away.
He'll also have another. I'm not even finished this one. Doesn't matter. He'll still also have another. Okay, fine. I wasn't really going to try to argue the point. I guess she was trying to get me drunk. That was a thing.
You should have argued the point for the record. You should have really argued the point.
Whatever.
Sure thing. Coming right up.
What was I saying? You're going to explain what the swimmer had to do with any of this. Oh, right. I was saying the smart road's ahead of me. Gotta be perfect, and then... it's not about her, it's about temptation, a fling with her, whatever, that's fine. That's not how she's framing it. I mean, she's saying, let's go on adventure, let's see the world, let's broaden our horizons, let's get out of our comfort zones and learn more. You'll be a better photographer that way, right? Think of how good the pictures will be. It's a compelling argument, right? She says these things and I just feel so tempted to go along with her. But I know what's going to happen if I go off with a swimmer. I know what kind of person I am, and I know what kind of person she is now. She enables me, and we'll start off with lofty goals about growing as people. We'll just end up having lots of incredibly high sex, probably in Germany.
The Flying Dutchman's back for their 18th month. Welcome back, the Flying Dutchman. There we go. I know how to work a mouse.
She promises we'll get to... She promises we'll get to be bitches in Tokyo, but instead we'll end up with coke in Berlin.
Maybe just unlock the choices, I guess.
That's what'll happen if I let her enable me. Inevitably, high sex in Berlin. My mom's already spent so much money helping me kick the habit the first time. Unlocks choices, but also gets a suspicion. It's the morning. Do we really want to start laying on suspicion right now? Or is it more that you want to see what's going to happen? Let's see what's going to happen.
Let's see what's going to happen then. That's part of the game.
Curly Turnips just subscribed for 11 months in a row.
So close to that
so
year.
So pry?
Let's pry, yeah.
Wait, you quit coke?
See? Yep.
I was joking around. Somebody tried to make a love connection between me and Christina on Twitter. Ha ha ha. A couple people did.
Yeah,
I do think my sort of like rah 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 is good for the beast. Wait, you quit coke? She gave me the dirtiest look I'd ever seen in my life. Yes, don't be an asshole. Of course I did. I hadn't meant like that and immediately felt bad. She seemed genuinely hurt.
Well, the obvious assumption is that she thought you were accusing her of lying about quitting, which for the record is almost certainly true. She probably is lying.
was just honestly blindsided by the whole thing. I mean, cocaine. We were seriously talking about cocaine. I'd literally never heard of anyone doing it until now. I was like, huh, I only know of this sort of shit from fiction.
No, this is real.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I just didn't realize you ever had.
That's a suspicion point right there.
Honestly, I did not need to be an asshole. I'm just oblivious. My bad. I'd rather come across as suspicious than step out her feelings about something she was that sensitive about.
Yep.
Apology accepted. But no, the rumors were true. You know, if you'd ever accepted my party invitations, you'd know. You think less of me knowing that? No. Liar. Honestly, it just sounds...
Dangerous, reckless, pointless, pathetic, a waste of money, a waste of energy.
I didn't say any of those things. Look, I was always in control. That's why I stopped, to prove it. And I did prove it. Okay. Thank you for not believing the rumors. That means a lot to me. You're like the only one, but still it means a lot because originally they weren't true. I don't know why they started. The fame maybe because everyone at school already mistrusted me, resentful of my popularity at school. I don't know. I can't explain it. But it's funny, I had a reputation for being a wild party girl, a dangerous drug connection, a burning star, whatever, all that. And I was just at my most square and terrified. And then a friend of mine, who's this gorgeous model I really wanted to shoot, you don't know her, she's a bit older, dragged me to a party and... well, it was wild. It was this fetish event at someone's condo near Dundas Square, and everyone was wearing latex, men, women. It was fun and hard not to stare. And I accidentally stumbled into two people having sex in a bedroom while I was looking for the washroom, and... well, I thought they ducked in there for a private moment, and then I realized, no, they're in there because it was streaming? It was that kind of party, okay?
Cyber 110 has been back for their 4th month in a row. Wow, I've been here for a bit of time. Yeah, 4 months.
Well, wow, that's pretty crazy. Is that what things are normally like with you? Huh, it was new to me. I didn't know what to expect being dragged to this. Anyway, I'm telling you this so you get the context. And while it was all happening, I was surrounded by amazingly sexy, beautiful people not worrying about being self-conscious or filtering their image or having good politics. And well, coke is also happening off a framed picture of Betty Page. This is real. I'm not embellishing this. It's going around. Girls are being like, hey, have you gotten any Betty yet? And I'm looking at the offer surrounded by excitement and warmth, and I thought, well, if everyone's going to say that's what I'm about, why not at least own it? And so I did, and it was fun. The reason I'm telling you all this is because, well, the rumors came first. And I don't regret it, but I don't think I would have if people hadn't thought that I was like that anyway. Huh. So, thank you for being the only person not to believe in the rumors. There was a point where they weren't true, and they're not true anymore. I don't do that now. But you're worried the swimmer will drag you back into that? I worry that I'm not going to get what I want. I'm worried about mediocrity, about boredom, and about going with the easiest thing.
Will you spare me the after-school special? Who cares?
I care. She was laying out her feelings sincerely and trusting me with them. Of course I cared.
What, did you think it would help you get into her pants?
Fuck you, that's not what it was about.
Was it really? Was it really?
It fucking wasn't. I really just did want to hear what she obviously felt was important for me to understand.
What she calculatedly decided was the optimal sob story to impress you then, which is a complete misread on her part for the record. I'm not impressed.
Do you have to be so fucking cynical?
Okay, then tell me, what did she say next? I like the layered transitions, actually.
Yeah, well. What I really want... She paused, looking off thoughtfully. What I really want is a party where nobody recognizes me, where nobody has an image of who I'm supposed to be already established in their head. Or do I? Maybe that's not my real problem. Maybe it's okay to be beholden to others' opinions when they're people you respect. Maybe what I really want is someone who's actually on my level. I think that's you? You know, it's gotten kind of ridiculous. We haven't ever gotten together, don't you think? We've known and liked each other for 4 years now? Honestly, I think the fact that we've never kissed is the bigger contrivance.
Anonymous Liz, subscribed for 20 months in a row. I went back and played this game again after last week's stream. Christine Love is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, she's done a bunch of other games that are basically rocketing to the top of my list.
Yeah.
I've seen her at the PAX Indie Mega booth many times. I've been like, oh, these games look like totally my jam. I should play these on stream. Then I thought about it. It had been obvious, even before then, that she really wanted me, but wow, she really was pretty. And I really did want to kiss her. It did seem natural. Am I wrong? Why haven't we ever?
Do you want to see how far this scene plays out before we make a choice? Or?
Yeah. I had no idea what she was alluding to. I mean, if she was right, if there was sexual tension and you'd never act on it, I bet there was probably a reason for it.
Hmm.
How about we're just like, oh, I didn't
Yeah?
realize.
Just play out the scene a little further?
Yeah.
Alright.
I honestly never realized you were interested. You never realized it makes perfect sense for the two of us to kiss. Really? I smiled at her and made sure the dopey expression I had was extra cute before delivering the following line. I'm sorry, when it's about pretty girls, I can be a bit oblivious at times. You don't say. Do you really feel that way? How could I be more obvious? I don't even understand it. Do you want to send me a selfie and hashtag it? Hashtag sign she wanted the D? Here's a sign.
Ah.
She leaned in closer, and it just came naturally from there. We kissed gently, and it just felt right. Then she giggled a little, putting her hand on my leg, coming up close to me. With her lips still brushing against mine, she murmured, "That's what I want." She was gentle, giving lots of soft, small kisses, setting the pace by pulling back a little bit whenever it started to get too intense. Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You
I mean, they're
taste
probably
nice.
not going to do it in the bar in the... Oh, it's the afternoon already.
Yeah. Do I? Are you sure that's not just the alcohol? I'm sure. Wait, this is really uncomfortable. These bar stools are just not made for makeouts. She stood up, moving closer, wrapping her arms around me.
Nice.
She kissed me again, and I responded eagerly, feeling thoroughly teased by her gentleness. I was really turned on and very much wanting more, and I knew, despite how slow she was taking it, so did she, and she had made that very clear. I don't know if I'd feel good about kissing somebody who thought I was somebody else.
That's a good point.
Like, I know that she's into girls too, but
Yeah.
I don't think I could take this very much further.
That would be a hell of a surprise for her when she
Yeah.
realizes it's like, you're not who I thought you were, and I have no idea who you are.
Yeah, I would, well, I kept kissing back more aggressively. When she tried to pull her head back, I stopped her, kissing hungrily and teasing with my tongue. Just a little. Oh, beast. She was so warm and murmured softly as I did, letting me take control, but only for a minute. Then she pulled away and took a step back. Ah, that was worth the wait. And then buried against her head against my chest, holding tight, as if she didn't trust herself not to kiss me again, as she kept so close to me. Ah, I glanced at the bar. Our drinks must have arrived in silence at some point while we'd been making out, too busy to notice.
Oh, well. Betty, subscribed for 2 months in a row. Now kiss!
So many kisses. Ah, we really should have done that sooner. I was worried for a while there, but I trust you.
Oh, no.
Then she let go, looking up at me, making eye contact once more. Her cool presence had returned, but there was something different this time. I mean it. I actually trust you. Good. Yeah. Then she took a step back and grabbed her drink. Hey, I think I'm gonna go see if I can get some good pictures from the deck. I've been meaning to scout that out while the lighting's right. For real, this isn't a brush off. But maybe we spend a little bit more time together later. Somewhere more private? Sure, I'd like that. That's wonderful. She came forward and kissed me again, and then again for good measure, before she pulled away. Alright, we got out of that. We didn't get any votes, but we only got one suspicion, and we got to have a makeout beige.
Yeah, I know.
I consider that a huge success. And with that, she walked off, leaving me feeling like I wasn't sure. I had so many conflicting, confused thoughts. Even after all that, I really didn't understand her. She was a mystery to me, and I wanted to know more. I was hiding from everyone at the bar and ended up striking a conversation with the boss. Oh, the boss.
Why?
Ooh, I am Penguin Lord just subscribed.
Welcome to the channel, Penguin Lord.
I mean, because she's pretty. And Gallium71 for 42 months.
Purchased the game on the strength of the stream last week. Simultaneously a good game and the most uncomfortable a game has ever made me feel. Yay?
I think that's the point.
Cat Filler with 100 bits. Hashtag charity. We're still doing that. For a double kiss which won't go through on multi-twitch. How predictable.
If it was so predictable, why did you even ask in the first place? Never mind. I don't care.
So what can I get for you?
Bourbon on the rocks, please. Pete D. Gravy subscribed for 13 months in a row.
You got it. Any preference?
Whatever's good, so long as it's not that generic shit from Indiana, I'm not too fussed.
Oh, please. You really think a ritzy bar like this ship's got... Sorry. You really think a ritzy bar like this ship's got would fuck with MGP stuff? It's only stocked with the fanciest of nonsense. Are you sure I can't get you something really nice?
I'm not really into that. I don't see any point in being pretentious about expensive drinks.
Well, it's not exactly on your dime.
True, but I don't know. All that rich shit rubs me the wrong way, you know. If it's not something I can afford normally, it doesn't really feel right to me. While we were talking, she poured 2 glasses from 2 different bottles. 1 glass for me and 1 for her. Probably she's having the real good stuff.
Yeah, probably. I bet you trade, too.
Cheers. Cheers! Still, you're not interested in trying things you'll end up drinking once you're drowning in money, raking in the millions? Ha ha ha. Yeah, right. I thought you knew I wasn't him. Oh, I know, but your father is still a very wealthy man. Oh wait, that was your line. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not saying he'd throw me out on the street or anything, but I ain't exactly inheriting the family money, you know.
What, you don't have plans on becoming independently wealthy on your own?
Yeah, right. And how would I pull that off?
Oh, you know. Well, obviously the old-fashioned way. Hard work, bootstraps, selling a kidney, winning the game. If you're determined, economics don't matter a bit.
Something like that makes me think you don't actually believe that.
No way, I absolutely do. When I make my first million, I'm gonna celebrate by dropping a paltry few thousand on a 1961 Dom Perignon, because I'm a princess and I deserve that. I mean, for special occasions only, of course.
Of course.
Ordinary days, I'll just settle for ace of spades for breakfast. I wouldn't want to be too extravagant after all.
Oh, good luck with all that.
I don't need luck, I've got a plan.
Then a Godspeed, I guess.
Thank you, I appreciate your support.
I just smiled in bemusement at the time. Little did I know what she actually meant.
Foreshadowing. Ha! Oh. Look at those votes.
Oh. And very little suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
I'm on board, absolutely.
Also, like, there's no chance to see everybody's stories on one playthrough, so let's try to complete the arcs.
I agree.
And then we can ignore the swimmer the next time around, right?
Yeah. Or we could actually do the swimmer route if we wanted to and ignore the photographer. Or
the photographer, sorry, yeah. The photographer was taking some pictures of the swimmer when she waved me over. Prince, I'm glad you could make it. Yes, so lovely of you to make it after leaving us waiting for so long. Hey, she's wearing everybody's wearing different outfits.
Yeah. This one isn't showing off her cleavage.
I mean, it's
surprisingly.
I like this bathing suit better though. It's not like a collar, so it's like fancy evening wear.
Yeah.
Oh, don't listen to her. We've just trying to figure out the lighting. Midday sunlight is really tricky to work with. True facts. Not as tricky to work with as a certain man will be, I'm sure. Hey, I'm easy to work with. I believe you. Well, as far as the first 3 words. Hey, I'm easy?
I don't even know why she'd say that. She's the one who's easy.
Come on, settle down. Please, swimmer, won't you do it for me? Yeah, as I've proven in the past, I'll settle. I did date him, after all. Come on, I think the 2 of you together would make for great symbolism. Tragic ex-lovers reunited for a fond farewell. Actually, now that he's here, could I get you to find someone else to help? I think we'll be okay, but I need someone to hold a diffuser. Just anyone? Yeah. Alright, I'll go find someone. She's coming back with the fucking class president.
Oh yeah, right. She's gonna try to start.
Or
some
the
shit.
stalker.
Yeah, I mean the stalker would be fun.
As soon as the swimmer had turned away, the photographer came up close, putting her hands on my chest, kissing me gently. Hi there. Hi, thanks for coming. She took a step back, but not before kissing me again. It seemed to be a pattern with her. She always needed one more kiss, even though she played it cool. Yeah, you really do taste nice. Oh, and what do I taste like? I'd say there's a very particular way the boy kisses taste like.
Ah!
You're like that. Very masculine. I'd say it's not quite so strong, but you taste like coffee. Are you saying I taste like coffee? Something like that. I laughed. I see. I've never heard that one before. She kissed me once more, just for good measure, I guess. Yep, I'm sure of it. So I've explained what I'm going for here? No, you didn't.
Good.
Well, I want to put together a collection about how everyone feels on this last week together. I've been getting a lot of good pictures. But what I really want is the perfect shot that represents what this is all really about. And I think given your very public history, a shot of you and the swimmer together would be perfect for that, don't you think?
Yeah, let's take those easy votes.
Yeah. It's not really such a good idea. Oh, come on, it's just for a picture. You don't actually have to kiss and make up. Although, if you did want to, that would be great. Besides, don't you think it makes sense for the perfect picture to be the two most photogenic people in the school? Yeah, but... Give me them votes. I'm not gonna do it. Look, we broke up for a reason, okay? I had no idea what that reason could possibly be, but I'd figured out that you two had broken up, and knowing you, I figured you'd probably meant for it to be final.
Wow, that's actually a good assumption. I'm surprised. Well, you absolutely made the right call.
Don't get happy just yet. Well, I have been saying that I would use the votes I've gotten in order to bribe people into giving me interesting pictures for the yearbook. I suppose I could pay you. You suppose, huh? Here, they're yours. Just promise you'll make it good?
And just wham.
4 votes.
Not like we even agreed.
You strike a hard bargain, but sure. Before I had time for sense to kick in, I was... Ah, the stalker!
Yes!
I was interrupted by the swimmer returning, with the stalker in tow. I found someone who seemed very enthusiastic about the idea of seeing the prince objectified in front of a camera. I didn't say that. I just would be happy to help. Hi. Sorry, don't let her get to you. She's always like that. Thank you for agreeing to help. They ran through some more technical stuff together, with the photographer explaining how she wanted the stalker to hold the diffuser up. After a couple minutes doing test shots with the swimmer, she was finally satisfied with the lighting. Okay, right. Let's get the two of you together now. Stalker, you just keep holding it there. That's perfect. I walked over to the swimmer completely uncertain as to what I was supposed to be doing. Did she do this sort of thing often?
Maybe with the girls, I don't know. Certainly not with me.
Okay, good. So I was just as confused as you would have been. Please do tell me. What do you want to see from us, photographer? Well, the theme I'm thinking of is for old time's sake. So if you feel like, should I kiss him? Is that the sort of thing you had in mind? Oh, hey, wait a minute. I don't know about this. Why not? It's nothing you haven't done before. When she said that, I realized how little I actually knew about your relationship with her. I'd barely even managed to piece together that you two had dated. I'd have to try and play it carefully. It's not like this. Really? What would you call that time we went dancing? That was completely different, and you know it.
Honestly, it wasn't. As much as it hurts to admit it, she had you dead to rights there.
Well, I didn't know all that. All I could count on was that sheer stubbornness would seem more plausible than the actual facts of the matter. Oh no.
Yeah. But we're not supposed to get suspicion from this, so maybe we're still safe.
Yeah. How? In what way? Well, it wasn't like this. Oh, Prince, you're just arguing for the sake of it, aren't you? This is silly and, well, I wish it was unbecoming of you. What's that supposed to mean? Perhaps we'd still be together if it was unbecoming of you and not completely typical. It wasn't until then that I noticed. Hey, are you taking pictures? Oh yeah, you're doing perfectly. This is really wonderful lead-in. it gives the feeling of you two fighting, but then sexual tension erupting from the passions running too hot. I like it, and I think I just got some really good shots. Whenever you're both ready, I'm going to start taking pictures of your kiss. I'm always ready to give you what you want. Well, right now, what I want to see is you acting like you want them. Sure, I'm good at pretending. Ouch.
Yeah, damn. Oh, we're gonna lose our chance.
Then she turned back to me and grabbed my tie, bringing her face up close so I could feel her lips press softly in mine. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm just not comfortable with this. I'm willing to help, but this is a bit much. That's disappointing. When it comes to that man and his kisses, disappointment's a reoccurring theme, really. CCWGTB just subscribed thanks to Miss Temperance. What about something else? Maybe her in my jacket. That's still sexually charged, but not nearly as uncomfortable. Oh! That would actually be a really good image. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's go for it. This is going to look very ridiculous. Yeah, but a fun kind of... Actually, that'd be a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it would be.
But a fun kind of ridiculous. I took off the jacket and handed it to her. Frankly, it was a relief not to have the extra layer on. It was a warm day. Will my arms even fit into this? I don't have tiny girly shoulders like yours. How many layers is he wearing?
Yeah, that's
a different outfit.
That's a completely different outfit.
That seems like a boop.
Yep.
Well, no harm in trying.
Oh lord, she didn't damage it, did she? I really wish she'd be more respectful of my clothes. I don't think you understand how just important taking outfits seriously is to the people of our social status. It's not just clothing.
And what makes you think I didn't get that?
Look, I spent a week with your wardrobe. I've seen the sorts of clothing you wear, and that sort of casual attitude wouldn't fly with people like the photographer or the swimmer. So when you treat my very expensive tailored blazer with the same frivolity as your beat-up secondhand leather jacket, it sends a message. Oh yeah?
Frivolity, excuse me. That leather jacket is what you're shit-talking is what I wore when I ride my motorcycle. It's not just fashionable, it's fucking armor. It's not some Italian-made piece of shit that rich boys piss themselves over being destroyed with a girl with slightly wide shoulders. It's built to last. See, to you, beat up in secondhand is somehow a bad thing, but to me that tells me someone else loved that jacket as much as me. So how about you shut the fuck up?
Hey, come on, there's no need to get this fired up. It's just...
Yes? What were you going to say?
Never mind, just get back to the story.
No, please tell me. Just what were you going to say? There's no need to get fired up. It's just...
Okay, your point's been made.
It's what? It's just...
Okay, fine, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Damn. I wonder if that triggers a flag. Let's just get back to it. What happened with my ex-girlfriend and my blazer?
Well, she couldn't raise her arms very high because the shoulders were tight, but it was fine, and she looked hot. Girls in suits are good when they're not me. Just talk to each other casually, or talk to each other intensely for all that matter. That could work just as well. I just wanted to look candid. They looked at each other and there was an awkward silence. How are you finding the cruise? Really small talk, and here I thought that we were years beyond that. Here, let's rush through it all. I think the weather is wonderful, the cruise is relaxing, my mother still hates you, and I'm taking a year off before university. Did I forget anything? Went on like that for a while. There wasn't anything I could say that wouldn't provoke hostility in response. Lots of clever banter. I'm sure you would have loved it. Me, I found it excruciating. Fuck banter. As far as I can tell, I can't imagine why you two split up. You clearly deserved each other's bullshit. But the photographer did get the picture she wanted, at least, and after the swimmer left, leaving me exhausted, but done with it all, and your jacket, of course, was unharmed. Once the swimmer was gone, the stalker quietly excused herself too, leaving me and the photographer alone as she went through the picture she'd taken. So, did you get the perfect shot? Well, I definitely got some ones that I like. Thank you for your help, I really appreciate it. I still have to process it, and the screen on my camera isn't too great, but this is the one I think I'm gonna go with. Ah, cool. I don't think it's the perfect shot. Anyway, it's okay, I'm not blaming you, but you can always tell when it's just an act, huh? I guess so. Sorry, I can't do sincerity on command. I was feeling in a generous mood to you now that things had calmed down. I can tell because I didn't say I can't do sincerity ever, for that matter.
Thanks. Really love the restraint you showed there. I'm so glad you were up for the hard task of not acting like an asshole.
Do you want to kiss her? Doesn't seem like anything goes wrong.
Sure, do it.
So, tell me, is this an act? I kissed her, first on the cheek, just to get her attention, and then on the lips. Pleased with myself, I kissed her again, and she pulled back, but not before she responded with 4 quick, soft kisses in her own rapid succession.
4.
This game has so many kisses, Bish.
Yeah.
I think that's the wrong question. Whether or not it's an act, I mean. I don't think I care. If you're giving me what I want because you care about me, that's very kind. I'll happily accept it. But if you're putting on an act to take advantage of me, I'm flattered. Oh, so you admit this is what you want? Do you really think I was trying to keep it a secret? I'd do a better job at it if I was, I promise. Speaking of secrets, though. So tell me, is this whole thing with the game, that's your doing, right?
Technically honest?
What do you mean by that? I mean, this whole thing, right from the start, the entire game is your own invention, isn't it? The reason why you showed up late was to facilitate organizing it? Technically, no. I have nothing to do with it. It's not me.
Why would you lie about that? Surely you must have realized that it was my doing. I didn't advertise it, but it's not like I was exactly like I was subtle.
Well,
it wasn't clear to me, actually, from what was going on that it was his
Sergeant
invention.
Crazy Panda subscribed for 7 months in a row.
Welcome back.
I didn't lie. I was telling the truth. It wasn't me. It was you. Well, I find that very hard to believe. Honestly, look. You know me. If I was really behind it and going to deny it, I'd probably be all coy and winkingly go, well, I couldn't say. Don't you think? But honestly, it's not. I do hope you figure out who's behind it. I would love to shake their hand if nothing else. So please, if you're looking into it, don't just stop at me.
What were you playing at?
Nothing, honestly. Just rambling whatever denials came to mind in an attempt to deflect the whole thing. But I could tell she was asking herself the same question, gears turning in her head as she tried to work it out. Me, I just thought she looked really cute when she's pensive. I suppose all I can do is trust you and enjoy myself while I'm caught in your clutches. That shouldn't be too hard at all. What else could I say to that? Fuck, I thought she sure was pretty, even though she was faking desperation. Sure. Then she kissed me on the cheek. There's still some other pictures I wanted to take this evening. Still, and I'm gonna go do the processing on what I've got. I'll send it to you when I'm done, okay? Sure. Well, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. She kissed me again, and then she walked off. In the distance, I saw her waving at another group of people, camera in hand.
Ringo the Monkey 3 cheered with 50 bits. Thank you. Remember, you can hashtag charity those bits. They will go towards the charity.
I think if we hadn't denied, we might have gotten more votes. Oh well.
Probably. Are we... Like, we're not out of the scene yet. Maybe there's some left still.
No, this is the evening.
Oh, this is the evening now. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was enjoying a quiet coffee to myself, away from all the commotion, frankly, taking a moment to hide away from any attention in the mostly empty lounge, staring out at sea, at nothing in particular.
Hey.
Oh, never mind. Hi, I'm glad I found you. I've been looking for you. Can I join you? Before I could even answer, she was sitting right next to me, sidled up so close she was practically on me, as if I was going to say no anyway. Of course. Oh, good. I wanted to ask a couple of favors from you.
There it is. There's the trap.
It wasn't that bad, I know. Okay, I know you've got anxieties about her, and I was worried too at the time, but it really was not like you were thinking. It depends on what the favors are. Well, the first one is a little embarrassing. Ever since the last time, I haven't really been able to stop thinking about it. Making out with you is really good, just really, really good. And I've been trying to play it cool, and it's just been not working at all. And frankly, I'm kind of embarrassed, but will you kiss me again, please? She looked at me with just the slightest bit of desperation in her eyes, and I knew she was trying to fool me, but I let her, because I could not resist that look.
Oh my goodness.
I put my hand on her cheek, gently feeling how soft her skin was. She responded by kissing my palm and then holding my hand there, looking up at me once again. Damn! Please? I leaned closer, my lips brushing against hers, and I was about to say something cool like, only as a favor, of course, but I couldn't get the words out because she kissed me immediately. So then I was distracted, lost again against her repeated small kisses. Soft and gentle as she controlled the pace, I could just tell, though, how she kissed me. She cared about me.
You're an idiot. What does that even mean? Never mind, I don't care.
This woman is... TXC2 says, this woman is thirsty. She is, and she knows what she wants. We made out for a little while, and then just eventually, as my mind started drifting towards dirtier thoughts, she pulled back, smiling at me. Thank you! I kissed her once more for good measure, and she sighed happily. Now, there's one thing I want to ask, and I know this is going to sound a little bit brazen, but hear me out, it's not as bad as it sounds, I promise. I like brazen.
I like brazen. Are you even aware how stupid you sound when you say things like this?
Do you want me to tell you what she said next, or do you want me to unfairly criticize my... Or do you want to unfairly criticize my flirting game, which is demonstrably effective with girls? I'm sorry, demonstrably extremely effective with girls.
Fine, what did she say next?
I'll only continue if you promise to shut the fuck up until I finish.
Fine, I promise that I will not make fun of your dumbass lines until you're done.
Okay, whatever. I'd like to borrow your votes. Emphasis on borrow. I know it sounds like a trick, but trust me, I don't want to keep them. Too much pressure, too many obligations. People would want things, the swimmer would want to run off with me, it'd make the whole Berlin situation harder to resist. I don't want that. I don't want to win the game. I don't want the responsibilities of power. I just want to feel it, to know what it's like. I want it in my hand, just for a moment. I mean, I want to take advantage of that power, but I'll give you your boats back when I'm done, and the rest of mine for all your trouble. It's a good deal. But you have to trust me. Plus, I know it'd be bad for my reputation if you said I backed out of a deal like this, so you'd still ultimately have the power. But let's just leave it at this instead.
It's an interesting question, right? Because...
You just have to trust me.
We have the money. Like, the fact is, like, we know that our parents are very rich. To us, it's like, so what? We're just gonna... We give this away for fun. It's not like it's hard on us. Because we're still, like, you know, we're still going to have money. So why would it even matter to us? This really is just a game. To her, maybe it isn't. And being able to give her the votes is like, yeah, we're showing that we trust you with these things, and then she turns around and then hands it back to us. That could be a thing that could happen, right? I think that we go with that we trust her. Because why not? What does it ultimately hurt us?
Well, sorry is end of route, and I did just save.
Yeah. Do you want to see where that goes?
Yeah.
End the route?
Yeah, because end of route seems boring.
Yeah, I think we just go ahead.
And then we can, you know...
If it turns out we get screwed over, we can always come back and end the route anyway. But I think there's, like, got to be one more thing for her after this.
Yeah.
Because we're on 4 or 5.
Everybody's like, save. Chat wants us to go for it.
Yeah, we should go for it.
If you'll pay me back with interest, I don't see why not. If she fucks with us, we can always just reload. That's right, Phoenix Melior.
And she'll have no idea that we did.
She leaned in close, smiling against my lips, then kissing ever so slightly. Thank you for trusting me. Well, you trusted me before. It only seems fair. Give her the vote. We kissed a little more. Okay, fine, a lot more. She was really distracting. Until at last, I sent her my votes. We work really well together, don't we? Why didn't we ever get together sooner? Well, no time like the present just to make up for no time like the present to make up for lost time. Feel free to take more than just my votes. And what do you mean by that? Something like... Ode... Uh-oh. She gently slid her hand between my legs, pressing. Then, seemingly surprised at what she felt in place of Dick, she was surely expecting, but only briefly. Oh my. I didn't even know that was what I wanted. You wanted, huh? She kissed me once more and then giggled just a little bit. Badly. Right now, though, I'm gonna make good use of your trust in me. Let's have some fun later, please. Well, only since you said please. She smiled at me and got up. See ya. She walked away, leaving me to enjoy my coffee and quiet again, and look forward to seeing her again. So now, do you have something you want to say?
No, I have nothing to say. I would truly love to hear what happened after that. This is gonna be good, and by good I mean, oh god, why? Just keep going. What did you do next? Ah. Do you want to try the stalker for a scene?
Yeah, because then we get
A few votes.
we get a few votes. We got one suspicion, and maybe we can sneak through.
Yeah.
With one night.
I think it's probably possible. Yeah.
And like just play it really cool tomorrow.
We have people who are like saying no point in this beauty. I mean, we have such low suspicion. It probably makes sense to go with the stalker.
I mean, like the thing is, you could do it all. Like I feel like the way to do the stalker is just to do a run where you do as little suspicion as possible and just see her every night.
Yeah.
So, and maybe not even start her scene.
Because the we're at night of day 3. If the idea is that we want to see where all of the beauty scenes go,
Yeah.
we would have to do all of them, because I don't know what happens on night. Like, we maybe get one night with the stalker, but then we'd have to do like every other night with the beauty, because we're not going to see the stalker's full scenes at this point, because I think you only see her at night now.
Yeah, no, you do only see her at night. Maybe we just come back and do a second run through of this game where we do an all stalker run. So yeah, maybe we just let's keep going with beauty, and then we still have a clean slate. We just managed to be pretty easy today.
All right, Cetralyn subscribed for 21 months in a row. Welcome back, Cetralyn.
Because the thing is, if we do one stalker scene, then we don't get to see all of Beauty's scenes.
Yeah, almost assuredly.
Yeah, because she's got 6 scenes, so that's one for every night.
Yeah.
She seemed less surprised when I showed up at her door that time. Oh, good. Come in. Oh, because now we have very little excuse for coming to see her.
Yeah.
Full stalker run with bonus guest Alex. If Alex is okay with it. This is kind of a sexy game.
Well, he does like stalker.
She wrapped her arms around my neck and greeted me with a couple of kisses. You're awfully needy, aren't you? Coming to me for 3 nights now? You're almost halfway through the cruise. You'd think you'd gotten used to things by now. Yet here you are, begging for my help once again. If you keep this up, I'm going to start to think you get off on submitting to me. You know, you've said that a lot. I think you just like saying it. So what terrible thing are you going to do to me tonight? We'll never find out because we're skipping those scenes.
Yeah.
She kissed me and started to unbutton my shirt. I kissed her back playfully. I liked kissing her. That part was simple. Oh, look, you can still faintly see the rope marks from last night. Hold on, I've got a present just for you. I hadn't noticed until she grabbed it and presented it to me, but right next to the glass of wine on her table was a leather collar. She held it up for me, an excited look in her eyes.
She really came prepared for this run.
It's just perfect for an unruly beast like you. Oh yeah. All like she's got one suitcase is just full of BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
Girl, you're gonna have a lot of fun in college.
Oh, it fits.
And then, so still immediately close to me, she wrapped it around my neck, buckling it so it was snug but not too tight. I had to admit, it wasn't uncomfortable at all. What does this mean something?
Sorry. I'll be right back.
B's just gonna be right back. So we're gonna wait on the scene. I think B's just left without taking his keys. Because we've locked the door. Because we're the only people in here and we're streaming. So in a couple seconds, I'm going to have to go and unlock the door. I'm going to go do that right now. Be right. Be right back. There we are.
All right. Yeah, we weren't planning on taking a commercial break, really.
Yeah. Hot mic.
We will in a bit. Probably after this scene.
Yes. It's only what you want it to mean. I just think it's a good look for you. Then she took me by the chin and lifted my head, kissing me again, this time deeply, and I felt myself melting a little bit against her. I heard a click, and when she eventually pulled back, I noticed what it was. She had attached a leash to my collar. With a slow, seductive twirl, she wrapped her end around her fingers, as if to literalize the metaphor that had become increasingly obvious anyway. I was wrapped around her finger. Now why don't you be a good girl and finish undressing for me? I felt self-conscious, fumbling slightly on undoing my belt buckle as she held my leash. God, just thinking the phrase "my leash" felt. Anyway, soon enough my clothes were discarded on the floor and I was completely naked save for the collar around my neck, and I felt vulnerable and completely exposed. I'm not going to try smug with her.
Okay.
While she was still completely dressed. It didn't work out well on the first night.
No.
Come sit with me. Then she tugged onto the leash and I felt just a slight tease of the subspace I was in last night as she led me over the couch. I was about to sit beside her, but... oh no, on my lap, dear. So I did what I was told and sat on her lap, and it felt a bit silly, given that I was taller than her. Normally I'm the one who sits girls on her lap, but she seemed quite pleased.
Oh, I bet.
She stroked my cheek gently, letting her other hand trail along my naked body, caressing softly. In spite of myself, I couldn't help but let out a quiet sigh. I mean, it did feel nice, especially if after the stress of the rest of the day. 3 days of pretending to be someone I'm not was starting to take its toll, I realized. You know, for a girl with such a tough demeanor, you're actually very soft. Well, and that's the end of that.
Yep.
Skip, skip, skip.
Cetra Lynn cheered with 50 bits. Bits for surprise caller. On second thought, I don't want to hear this part.
Okay.
Do you enjoy that?
Don't fucking judge me. Alright, this is the same dialogue as we always hear.
Was she in the caller last time?
No. Well, skipping all the details. Anyway, despite being humiliated, I was just glad I could do as much for her as she did for me.
Yes. Should we actually take that break now?
Yeah.
Okay. We will continue, but we will be going to commercial. And there's my mouse. So we will see you guys in about 3 minutes.
Yay! We're back.
And we're a little loud, but that's fine.
Oh, that's okay.
You brought us down.
Huh.
Excuse me.
So, we skipped the sex scene.
Yeah, that's probably was a good idea.
Yeah. Wow, I woke up from an intense dream about something or other, just early enough to have actually woken up before she did, but too late to get back to sleep. So I sat up, watching her sleep for a while. She looked... I mean, don't get me wrong, nobody looks flattering while sleeping. Her hair was a mess, her makeup was off. But despite all that, in that moment, I couldn't believe how beautiful she was. I'm not gonna say anything dramatic like I was madly in love, because that's silly. But I knew that as soon as I stepped out the door, I'd have to fend for myself again. Right now, I felt so incredibly safe in the clutches of the cruel sadist who'd claimed me.
She doesn't give me a sense that she's cruel, though.
No.
But again, we haven't read the scene, so yeah.
Eventually, while I was thinking embarrassing thoughts like that, she started to stir. Good morning, beauty. She interrupted me, reaching up, grabbing me by the hair, and immediately yanking me down backwards. Ah! She kissed me, much more lazily than usual, sleepily, just as she kept giving gentle kisses again and again, sighing happily as she did. Wow, these people care nothing for morning breath.
Yeah.
She eased...
It's not a real thing.
It absolutely is.
I know.
She eased up her hold of my hair and started stroking it gently instead. It just felt so lovely, so peaceful. And at the same time, she curled up close to me. Well. Da-da-da.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Wow, you're awake awfully early. You're beautiful. That's a bit of a non sequitur. She held her hand on my cheek, and looking at her naked body, I followed her lead, touching her waist. Higher. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. You're so soft. Gentle kissing. So are you. You act all tough with your, I'm such a badass biker chick. I'm so rugged. I'm too cool for school and I'll get in much trouble as I can every day swagger. I'm nothing like that. But you're still just as soft as any other girl underneath. Girls are so lovely, aren't they? More like your face is lovely.
That's a great read.
She laughed, shoving me away. Oh my god, you did not just say that. How embarrassing. How do you have a reputation for being so smooth? Now, embarrassing is you tying me up and using me like a footstool. My line was just corny. Besides, I thought you asked me not to use that word. She looked thoughtful and then suddenly got this huge grin. I did do that to you, didn't I? You did like that, right? In the heat of the moment, it was one thing to admit to something like that, but after talking about it so nonchalantly the morning after, I felt a little bashful. Yeah, I did. Good. What a cute... Then she stopped mid-sentence, seized by self-awareness. Do I use the word slut too often during sex? I worry that it's a bit much. I kissed her, squeezing her gently. I didn't want to admit to her face. Whenever she called me that, it only hit me hard because it made me realize how dirty I felt. It's a little embarrassing when you call me that. Well, you get off on embarrassing, don't you? A little. Oh, really? Just a little? Blah, blah, blah.
Most embarrassing thing you've done. We're about to skip through that pretty probably fast.
Maybe. The most embarrassing thing I've ever done during sex was... well... no. We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Beach and I don't want to read graphic sexual descriptions.
If you're
on
that
stream.
interested, you can have your own frame perfect run.
Yeah.
Oh, she laughed apparently.
Yeah.
When she probably shouldn't have been laughing.
Probably not. Okay. Then she shoved me really hard, sitting up just so she could look down at me. I can't believe you. Why does anyone think you're charming? It beats me. Pause. No. You're supposed to say, no, I'm what beats you. Oh my god, you are unbearably cheesy. Maybe you should just say, stay gagged. You are ridiculous. What does it say about you that you like me anyway? Oh, they're actually getting a report going.
Yeah, I like this.
Then she climbed on top of me, pinning me down by my shoulders and leaning over closely, suddenly staring at me intensely in the eyes.
Well,
Well.
yeah.
Now that's the kind of embarrassing noise I like to hear out of you. After that, well... suffice to say, we made good use of the extra time I'd gotten out of waking up so early.
Yay.
We totally boned again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Manganese Iron points out that her partner yelled, "The sex number!" while that was the most embarrassing thing.
Oh.
Just yelled out that. Oh, the boy!
I brought you a pie! Why are we wearing this?
I want to think this is an error.
I don't think it is.
This is the outfit we were wearing halfway through yesterday, which we shouldn't have been wearing. So now we're wearing it now. But yeah.
Maybe the boys get a report for pointing it out to me.
Maybe, but also maybe we still feel like we're wearing it. And maybe it's more about how we feel like we're still wearing it as opposed to we actually are still wearing it.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So, yeah.
You brought me a pie? Yeah. Then he just stood there, holding out a plate with a slice of juicy pie with a thick crust.
What kind of pie?
Guess he wanted me to take it from him?
It's apple rhubarb. I even remembered.
Thanks. And when I took the plate from him and set it down on the table, he immediately sat down across from me, and right out of nowhere, he blurted out,
I'm so happy that things between you and the beauty seem to be working out so well.
"Oh. That's sudden."
Huh. I'm really sorry for having asked you. That was really inappropriate of me, wasn't it? I thought I could be cool about it like you, but in retrospect, it just came off as weird, right?
Maybe, but it's been a weird week.
But a good one? Or are things not going well between the two of you?
Sure, I like her. We're having fun. It's just all very weird in general. So one more weird thing from you was, well, whatever.
Oh! I'm glad. Thank you. Yes. I guess it really has been weird all around, huh?
I mean, come on, love triangles are a bit...
Really is a love triangle, isn't it? It's so ridiculous. How is real life so complicated? It's really more like a love hexagon, which is somehow worse.
Fucking hell. Got me. So how's it been with you and the president? Did you finally seduce him now that Beauty's out of the way?
It's It's been, I should go.
He suddenly got up.
I really hope you enjoy the pie.
Maybe it's poisoned. And with that, he scurried away rather than answer the question, which I guess answered the question anyway. Leaving me to figure out what the fuck to do with a slice of pie that I definitely had no interest in eating.
Afternoon. Five of 5. We could finish this route right now, but we don't get any votes from it.
Yeah. We could start investigating these people, or just go through the photographer and see.
Just finish that run.
Let's see. I see potential votes none.
Yeah. Huh.
Maybe we get them back at the end.
We should maybe talk to her and find out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's finish that. Let's finish that route.
Yeah. I'm not actually sure when this happened exactly. I don't really think it fits into the established timeline, but yeah, I can't remember. And definitely sometime between the photographer asking for my votes and being removed from the ship. That's all I can remember.
Being removed? Alright.
After some time of her being evasive, though, just enough that I started to worry, I texted her straight up asking for the votes back. She responded with her room number.
Oh.
So there I was, knocking on her door. Hey, here I am.
I love that shirt.
Hi. She'd already invited me to her room, so there's no point in being anything but direct, was there? There's no evasiveness in that situation. I'd like my votes back now. Otherwise I get the feeling you're taking advantage of me, and I let the threat trail off. I had some ideas of things I could threaten to do, and I was sure that the fear of a hit to her reputation would do it, but it'd be more like you to let the threat hang, right?
Getting real mixed signals here between no point in being anything but direct, but more like me to let the threat hang. Those are opposites. Are you sure not just rationalizing after the fact to disguise the fact you had no idea what you were doing? Because I'm pretty sure you had no idea.
Look, I knew what I was doing. Otherwise I get the feeling you're taking advantage of me, and, well, that would be bad for you, wouldn't it? So obviously you wouldn't want to do that. Obviously I wouldn't. She put her hands against my chest and leaned in, looking up at me. Speaking of taking advantage, though, I want you to do something for me. First, then they're all yours.
Do we just grab that now, just to be done with it?
Couldn't resist her in spite of myself, and I put up my hand on her face, kissing her gently, knowing that at least if nothing else, her greedy response would be sincere. Of course it was. It always was. She couldn't help herself, kissing back, letting out soft murmurs.
Cat Filler Cheer with 100 bits. Got a AFK, but off chance missed further action. Here's some preemptive kiss bits.
Oh, there's so much action in this game. Fine. Is that what you want? You, obviously. How could I argue with that?
I can think of at least a dozen ways.
How could I argue with that? I am an insatiable sex lesbian and she is hot, brother.
Yep.
I let her drag me back into the room. I let her close the door behind me. Let her look me over with a stare that was clearly equal parts hunger and surprise. I have to say, I wasn't expecting that to work. You're fun. And then she silenced me with another slow, thoughtful kiss, as if she was playing with my lips and setting her own pace. I think if I was going to this high school, I would find a Machiavellian sex boat very stressful.
Yeah, I think so too. I would have probably already just first day given up my vote to somebody, just to be done with it.
Yeah. Eventually, wound up sitting on the edge of her bed, making out for a while before she was finally able to work herself up to break it off. Only then did I notice the 2 martini glasses sitting on a tray on her table. She'd prepared for my arrival, I realized, although it was a weird choice in drink.
One assumes for the metaphor rather than the taste.
Huh?
You know what I mean.
I really do not.
Really?
Honest.
Well, that's the swimmer's favorite drink. She's well known for being a fan. Not that I care, but it's something of a local meme.
Ah, I see. Well, that explains a lot.
What does it explain?
If you'll stop interrupting. Can I admit something? You've got it bad for me. You're so smug, aren't you? The music is definitely putting me in a bad state of mind.
Yeah.
The joke's on you, though, because that's what I actually was going to say. Every time I kiss you, it's like I'm forced to admit a weakness. I try to play it cool, but I'm not. It's never just a kiss. I do have it bad for you. It's not just a kiss. I do have it bad for you. It's upsetting. It's actually upsetting. I always thought of us as equals on each other's levels. I work hard to control my image, to be cool and aloof. I don't get to coast. I don't get to be unguarded, and you make me want to. It's really bothersome? Sorry I'm so charming. She sighed. You're not sorry, and I want you to be. I've got it bad for you, and you said you'd give me your votes to hold on to so I get to feel the power, but you still have power over me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if I'm not gonna go off with a swimmer, she's not gonna be my model, so I need a new one. I need you. I don't know how I'm putting it makes sense or not. It makes sense in my head. You just have to trust me. If you say so. Lie back with your arms behind your back. I want you to fold them like this and then get on your back, okay?
Oh, so like with your arms like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lay on your own arms.
I lean in close and put my hand gently to her face. So close and so gentle. I knew she'd be tormented. I knew she'd immediately start thinking about how she wanted me. Oh, that
yeah.
went up today.
Yay! I can't wait.
I left the edit where it like took me a second. I was like, what the... Oh my god! And then you just start running off.
I can't wait. I'm going to grab that and open that in another window.
I look better on you. Look better on social media. That's
Good
a good
shirt.
shirt. You kind of like bitches don't know about my tragic backstory.
Yeah.
I know it sounds smug, but I mean it did. I was right. She gave me a pout, clearly wanting me, clearly annoyed that I was taking the wind out of her sails by reminding her how horny she was. Isn't that what you want, though? For me to have power over you? For you to have someone you can't stay cool around? I put my hand under her chin. Don't act like this isn't exactly what you want, or are you going to pretend you don't like this? How are you so attractive when you're being such a smug jerk? It's upsetting. I'm serious, though. I know you have something I need. But I have something you need too, so there's no point in having power if you don't use it. She was having trouble keeping her cool, still worked up from my teasing, but she did her best to keep a tough face all the same. And I'm not gonna give you your votes back until I get to feel that. Be my model, that's what I want. I don't normally get to make demands. I have to be diplomatic, I have to be cunning, I have to be polite and politically neutral and disarming to be taken seriously. Just once, I want to know what it's like to make demands, to be ruthless like you. Be my private model or you won't get your votes back. That's an ultimatum. I tried to hold on to that smug confidence. Please don't make me threaten you. You care so much about your image. It'd look bad if you won the game by manipulating me, wouldn't it? Maybe? Maybe I don't care. Maybe if I can't have what I want, I'll say to hell with it. Send all the votes to the swimmer, walk down her path of ruin.
Her path of ruin.
And then you'll have lost two of the things that you really want to.
Two things you want to her.
Oh, two of the things you want to her. Would you really risk that?
Get that.
Don't push me or I'll do it. She was really serious about this, wasn't she? I thought I had her wrapped around my finger, but she was having none of it. I didn't think I could win this one. I wasn't going to call her a bluff. I wanted my votes back, and I wanted her. Pride was optional. Damn, you're attractive when you're being a smug jerk, too. You really are good. You win. Ah, that's a relief, because I really do want you. After we kissed again slowly, and I could tell she was relieved that after her big power play, she didn't have to pretend to be so cool about it. Now please, I'd like for you to lay back, arms folded behind you. Got it? Well, what else could I do? I lied back, like she said. With an intense look, she undressed me just enough to have a peek at my body, gazing down at me and giving a small nod of approval. She grabbed one of the glasses with one hand, while her other pressed firmly on my chest, pinning me down against the bed. You look smug. Don't worry. So do you. Don't worry, soon you won't. She took a small sip of her drink, then briefly leaned down to kiss me, her lips tasting faintly of alcohol, as if I wasn't intoxicated with her already, before backing off. Can you sit up now? I mean, I was bigger than her and surely stronger, but no, I couldn't. I squirmed and struggled, but I couldn't get up my arms from underneath myself. To be honest, I thought it wasn't what I was expecting when she told me to. I was feeling a little turned on at how she'd overpowered me. Looking up at her, okay, fine, more than just a little turned on. Cool. Then she shifted her position, rested her knee on her chest instead of resting her knee on my chest instead so she could hold the glass with one hand and take out her phone with another, snapping pictures of me. Is this what you meant by modeling for you, huh? No, what I meant was, I kept thinking about the swimmer's offer and how she wants to go off adventuring with me and to travel and think of nothing but embracing hedonism. But you said you don't care, that it wasn't any concern of yours, but... The next thing I knew, she had grabbed me and was pouring her martini into her mouth, and all I could do was gulp and splutter. Ugh! If you don't act, this is what it's going to be like for me. Fuck, I was practically choking, overwhelmed by the cool, slightly bitter taste dripping down the side of my mouth because I couldn't swallow it down fast enough. Ugh, humiliating. I tried to struggle, but it was futile. Taking a wonderful thing that gets you drunk and just drowning in it. Wow, she's crazy. She paused, thought at first so I could catch my breath, but no, she wasn't taking any sort of sympathetic act. She was just adjusting so she could take pictures of me with her phone. Ugh. I'm gonna mess you up, okay? I've seen what you look like when you're all in control. You're always in control. That's all I know. It's all I've seen. I want to contrast that with what you look like when you're a mess. So that's why you're the perfect model for me. Eventually the glass was empty, and I was feeling a sudden rush as I gave up struggling against her. I said yes to her, and I meant it, and I'd be lying to myself if I wasn't enjoying the feeling, however degrading it was. Is that okay? Cough. Yeah. Then she smiled and leaned forward, kissing my wet lips, giving me the look that reminded me of just how badly she wanted me. Now, of course, everybody's different, but for me, this is a boner killer.
Yeah, absolutely it is. I think that was the point, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's supposed to be, this is a very difficult scene to work your way through.
Yeah, it's hard being cool. It's hard being in control. You make it seem effortless, but I know that's not true, so I want to see it. I want to see that even you can be vulnerable. Show me your weaknesses. Open up to me, please. I've done it for you.
There's still a lot we don't know about her tragic backstory.
It seemed kind of funny to me. I didn't know what you'd say, but if I was honest, there's so much I could say about myself. So much I was anxious about this week. I've been trying to block out the enormity of it. How ridiculously far in the deep end I'd be thrown, but it was really bringing out a lot. I could be honest, maybe? No.
You haven't got those votes back yet.
I'm gonna save my game. This is a very, very stressful scene.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that could go on here. There's a lot going on here, and there shouldn't be any intimacy involved. What needs to get unpacked, says Phoenix Melior. Yes. Alright. I gave her an uncertain look. Or just lie there and drown in it all. That's okay, too. Should we open up, Beige? Should we be honest?
Let's go one more, just see what happens.
I think
or is it's gonna disappear?
I think it's fading, yeah.
Then maybe we should do it.
You want to do it?
Sure, let's do it.
Alright, well, we did just save. Well, even being honest was hard. I guess that was even the point, right? It's easy to be cool and in control, and even easy to let someone else take control and do what they want. That's not actually the same as opening up. Actually putting forward the effort to meet someone halfway, right? So I tried. I know exactly what you mean. I don't feel... Suddenly I was interrupted by her pouring the second martini glass into my mouth, splashing and rendering me literally speechless. Come on, I don't actually care. It's not about you. I'm not really interested in you as a person. I just want to see the image. Don't ruin it with your words. Besides, who reads the comments anyway?
Wow.
She leaned in close, kissing me again, slowly, carefully undressing me, making me feel more and more helpless with every button she undid, making me squirm under her as she removed my belt, turning red as she snapped pictures of me looking vulnerable and helpless, teasing as she gave me soft, gentle kisses when I wanted more. I tried to lean forward to kiss her back, but she just pushed me back down. When is she gonna find out you're not your brother?
I think she's probably already figured out.
Maybe?
Yeah.
She was exploiting that. Ugh. Oh my. So you really do want me just as badly as I want you. You're just better at hiding it, huh? Figures. I shivered. Whoop.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay,
whoa.
we are in a skip scene zone.
Skip,
so-
skip. Nope, 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 nope. Not reading that.
Yeah.
Okay, she knows that you're not your brother.
Same as before.
Yeah.
Skipping all the details.
Suddenly, I was hit with all the anxiety about her knowing my identity that I'd buried during the sex, unable to ignore it anymore. How much trouble was I in?
Yeah.
I'm done. You can have your votes back. There's just one more thing. The prince is up to something, and that's why he's not here, right? With Stalker and the boss. He's getting involved in something serious, isn't he? What's MSF?
Oh, that's Medicine Sans Frontières. It's Doctors Without Borders.
What did you tell her? The fucking truth. At that point, I didn't know anything about what you're up to with all this fucking ridiculous bullshit. I don't know, honestly. Really? He doesn't tell me these kinds of things? Well. Will you do me a favor? Let's meet up again in the future and you can tell me what you found out, okay?
Yeah, let's lie.
No, obviously not. Definitely I am not gonna do that. I will absolutely not tell you about what I find out later. I understand, that's extremely reasonable and understandable. Here's your votes back anyway. I won't pry into the subject anymore.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I wasn't going to betray you, obviously. Not even for a hot girl who wanted to make out with me. If you want to keep something secret, of course I will.
And yet she even gave you extra votes.
Like she said before, she was going to give me all the votes she had. That was just her following through on her word.
Right.
Are you accusing me of lying?
Accusing you of lying poorly.
I swear to God, man.
Then what did she say next?
Well, she smiled at me and put down her phone, and not before messaging me with her real phone number and also her Instagram handle, I guess. You're interesting. Despite my best efforts to be cool and get control of my feelings, I'm actually really interested in you. Let's stay in touch. Heh, I'd love to stay touching. You bounce right back to smug quickly, huh? About as quickly as you bounce back to being desperate for me, apparently.
Wow. You know that as soon as she's got what she wants from you, she's going to abandon you, right?
Come on, what's this about? Jealousy? Jealous that you could have gotten this girl to respect looking needy and vulnerable if you just tried, but then I took her?
No, this is about how you are literally the dumbest human on this planet. That's your read on this. Do you know why I respect her? Because she scares me. That's not the good kind of respect.
Jealousy is such an ugly look on you.
Well, it's your mistake to make. Don't come crying to me when you get burned.
She leaned in close, giving me a wanting look that just confirmed my teasing about her desperation, trembling a little, putting her hands on me. Don't be mean. When I took advantage of you, I didn't make fun of you first, so don't do it back to me. Oh, does that mean if you think this is a prelude to me taking advantage of you in response? She kissed me. I hope so. Well, that actually worked out okay. Well, what else could I do but give her what she wanted?
The bits we didn't see definitely don't color our reaction to how this ends. So, and there's still more time for more root. Let's take a break.
Well then. Oh, thank God.
It's time to... Hey, what's that word they use in Tumblr for when you're taking notes on how terrible someone is?
I don't know, man. I feel like you're vastly overestimating the amount of time I spend on the internet. Do you mean reading receipts?
That's right, that's right. It's receipts time! Here are some of the most lurid things you have actually said to my face. Being helpless, the singular thing I could do is focus on her inside of me. In that moment, my whole being,
What?
etc., etc.
What?
You're the one who said it. My whole being dedicated to her toying with.
What?
I'm not lacking self-confidence. I have a great body, but my breasts are nothing special. Certainly nothing to justify her staring at me if she was unwrapping a Christmas present. I mean, good on you for having high self-esteem. It's very important in young women. Are you sure it's not more that she's wrapping a Christmas present, though? You see, because of the bondage thing?
Yes, thank you. I got it. Also, fuck you.
It was humiliating. Being rendered so completely helpless, I wasn't able to stop myself from literally drooling in front of a beautiful woman.
Dude, she got off on humiliating me. I don't know what your excuse here is.
I think it's endearing, you know, like a big, goofy Labrador retriever. But, you know, labs are known for their intelligence. Maybe some sort of terrier.
Man, if you really think I'm gonna be hurt by being kink-shamed by a dude who takes pride in his terminal inability to get laid, you're very fucking mistaken.
For the record, the literal drool part might be a bit much.
Maybe. But it made her happy, so how could I not get excited about that?
You're completely shameless. Wow. Well, I know I'd be embarrassed if I were you.
Well, I guess we've got one thing in common. Now how about you just let me finish with the goddamn story so we can get this tedious bullshit over with?
Fine, fine. Go ahead. Embarrass yourself more. Have fun with that.
Don't sound so jealous.
I love this music.
Yeah.
This kind of...
Oh no.
I'm not a fan of the president in the first place.
No.
And he can't really deliver anything to us. But
Well,
whether that opens up more stuff in the end, I have no idea, but...
yeah, I just don't... Let's meet some new people.
Sure.
They might open up another path. I ran into the stalker at dinner, sitting all alone. I was still feeling guilty about having blown her off before. Hey, do you mind if I join you?
No, of course not. I already did tell someone to meet me here, though. If you're okay with that? I mean, it's not a problem. I just want you to know. She'll probably be here in a minute.
Of course, who's the friend?
Well, it's not really a friend. It's...
She started to explain who she was meeting with, but then right on cue, that person suddenly arrived and I immediately understood.
Oh, was I voicing the lieutenant?
Yes.
Hi. Apologize for being late. I got waylaid. Anonymous solicitor with 1105 bits.
Oh, wow.
Have the rest of my bits for a great stream and also hashtag charity. Thank you,
Thank you
Anonymous
very
Solicitor.
much.
It's very generous of you. We really do appreciate that. Oh, I see you brought company, too.
Oh, man.
Should I take him instead?
Yeah, I'll do the lieutenant.
Oh, man, it's you! See, I told you it wouldn't be a problem if I tagged along. Dude, what are you even doing here? Who is she with?
I felt like I recognized his face from somewhere, but from where? We hadn't talked before, I was pretty sure, but somehow I thought I should know who it is. Maybe it was someone famous? I couldn't place it.
Dude, like, he's just this guy, you know?
The bro?
Yeah, the bro. Assist per game 5.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is hilarious. It's great to see you.
I nodded at the bro. Good to see you too.
How long's it been? Forever, right?
I shrugged. Well, this was awkward. I have no idea if forever meant days or weeks, or if this was someone you hadn't seen since grade 9. I need to move on. Yeah, I guess so. What have you been up to?
You know, man, not much. This girl saw the tennis courts on the deck and has been pestering me to play with her ever since, but I don't know, man.
It would be fun. You're the one who is saying you are eager to get some exercise outside. What's a better chance than that?
Yeah, but tennis, it's not really my thing. Besides, you take lessons every week. You just want to dunk on me repeatedly.
Dunking and tennis?
Man, you know, it's a metaphor. You want to kick my ass, and you will because you have a fucking fancy pants tennis tutor. Fancy shorts tennis tutor? I guess they probably aren't pants, whatevs.
Kind of love this guy.
Yeah.
At this point, I have to say, I was really starting to actually like this guy. He was pretty endearing and seemed a lot more real than all your other friends.
He's not my friend.
Well, I didn't know that at the time, did I?
The point is, you would wreck my shit, and not in a fun way.
That's why I was suggesting, I wish you wouldn't say things like that we do doubles instead. We could play on the same team. That'd be...
Anyway, so on a completely unrelated subject, how about that weird game thing, huh? Isn't that some crazy shit?
The stalker grinned at me and gave me a knowing wink, except I didn't know why she did that. I just smiled back, not wanting to break character.
That's weird, yeah. upsets you. Now.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Why I arranged this meeting with her.
Pretty fucked up, huh?
Well, I wouldn't put it that way, but it's definitely antisocial. I don't believe in it. I don't think people should be spending a relaxing cruise being manipulated by their peers.
Oh, so you're abstaining then?
Yes, I am.
You know, arranging a meeting to talk about is a hell of a weird way to abstain. Yeah.
He's got you there. I'm not. Like I said, I don't believe in it. Not at all. I don't think any of this should be happening. What I want for everyone to trust their votes to the duly elected president of the student council so we can enact a collective arrangement that's good for everyone.
I think it's pretty cool that you found something to campaign for this year, even though you and your guard can't run for re-election because you're both graduating.
I'm not campaigning. I'm just trying to straighten out a situation that shouldn't have happened and threatens to ruin my relaxing vacation.
You're really passionate about this.
I just want a nice vacation, that's all. It's been a tough school year, and I don't want to ruin the vacation I've been looking forward to.
What about you, Prince? This sort of shit is your jam, right?
I don't know. I think playing it cool. I haven't decided yet. What about you?
Nah, man, it seems pretty silly to me. I already decided I'm gonna give my vote to the hottest girl on the ship.
Then he winked at me, giving me the sleaziest grin I've ever seen in my life on his face.
That must have really endeared him to you, huh? He's just like you.
What? How is that just like me? This man has zero chill.
Do we
be a chauvinist here?
Does it gain us anything by
Ugh, you're such a guy.
Maybe?
Let's do it. No way. Could never choose between those two cuties. On one hand, you have the shocker's shy demureness. Hey, would you be a dear and show off how cute you are when you're trying hard not to blush? I don't do that. That's perfect, thank you. And then there's the lieutenant who just looks so kissable when she's having... No, I'm stopping you right there! Whatever you're going to say, I'm having none of it! One of her spirited outbursts.
Oh my god.
Ah! Come on, help me out.
Hey man, don't tease her like that. That's my job.
How is that helping? See what I mean? How could I pick?
Fair enough, man. You just can't turn it off, can you?
Well, maybe he should learn how. Now, if you guys are done flirting, can you please let me... We weren't flirting. Please let me talk to her like I've been trying to do for the past half an hour now.
Sorry, man. Go ahead, we'll behave. Promise.
What's this deal, I wondered? I did not have a read on him at all. He was just a goofball, I guess? I was pretty sure he wasn't gay.
How can you be so sure?
I don't know, it's just a feeling. I've got a pretty good sense of that, and it was just not... He was just not setting off my gaydar at all.
What a reliable way to judge someone.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure of that even at the time. And I'm definitely sure of it now. Anyway, he was just saying.
We'll behave. Promise.
Thank you. The reason I asked to meet with you is...
You want my votes, right? Or you want me to give my votes to the president, I guess?
Yes, exactly. I would consider it a personal favor if you'd like a private audience to talk about it more without these two jokers. I'm offering that to everyone, too.
So we lose a vote,
Okay.
probably our own vote, but we get a new scene out of it. Oh.
That's not...
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's not necessary. I don't need a favor. You can just have them. I'm not very popular, though. It's better to lose one to see what happens, or is it better to gain 3?
Nah. Let's gain 3.
Okay.
Wait!
Soul Angel 777 subscriber 2 months in a row. Happy New Year, all! Now, kiss!
Before you make any decisions, can I convince you to give me your votes instead?
Oh, damn, that's pretty blunt.
Ugh, are you serious? Isn't there anything that belongs to the president that you're not going to steal? Belongs to the president.
Please don't fight over me. I'll just split them in 2. Just please don't fight.
You are unbelievable. Hey, it's her decision. I'm okay with that. Ugh, fine.
There's one thing, though. She promised me a private meeting if I gave her my votes. Do you think maybe...
Yes?
I'll give you my votes if I can get some time alone with you.
My God, what an outburst from her.
Oh, wow. You're not just gonna leave her hanging, are you? She put her heart into that.
It's true, she did. I grinned at her. Sure, pleasure doing business with you.
I didn't think you were actually gonna say yes. Thanks. The zealot.
It was around then that the boss finally arrived.
Ladies, gentlemen, I'm sorry for the delay. You wouldn't believe this, but there actually was a fire in the kitchen.
A fire? Unbelievable. This cruise has been such a disaster. Is it out?
Don't even worry about it. Here's some menus, and can I get you any drinks to start? Can I get a mimosa, actually? Of course you can. And for you, miss?
No alcohol since we're all only 18.
Well, I say age is just a number. I won't tell if you won't. But what can I get you, miss?
Can I get a Caesar, but really no alcohol, please. It's not proper. Oh, you can tell Christine's Canadian.
Yeah.
Because she'd be
Putting a lot of that in there.
She'd be what's the American version of a Caesar?
God, I don't know. Do they even have...
Yeah, they do.
The closest thing I know that they put tomato juice in is a chelada, where it's like they take beer and add tomato juice to it, which apparently is good. But I don't know what
You're thinking of a Bloody Mary.
a Bloody Mary.
Thank you.
And also, I've heard a chelada called Coors and Clam. It's a rake pig thing.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Cameron.
I also the fact that she referred to it as grade 9 and not 9th grade.
Yeah.
This is me.
Sure thing. Virgin Caesar. Oh wait, that's you.
Yeah. Sure thing, Virgin Caesar.
The bro immediately started snickering.
Beware, Virgin Caesar. The Ides of March has C-U-M, but not gone.
Ugh, gross. Why are we even friends? You're so unclassy.
Oh, come on. That was a Shakespeare joke. Oh, damn. What's with the voice all of a sudden? That's totally classy, man.
Gross.
And for yourself, sir?
Even after all that, I was still not used to being called sir. It took me a moment to respond. And in that moment, the bro jumped in.
He'll also have a virgin.
Just coffee, please.
Gotta find their voice again. Of course, milk or cream.
Cream.
And for you, sir? Same as him. There's no need for any cream. I like my coffee like I like my women.
Don't. Oh wait, that's you. Sorry.
Don't. Just don't. Whatever you're gonna say, it's only funny in your head. Trust me.
Finally, someone who isn't afraid to tell him to shut up. You're okay.
Yeah, I hope your kitchen doesn't burn down. Thank you both. Anyway, Virgin Caesar, 1 mimosa, 2 coffees coming up. I'll let you take a look at the menu and whatever.
And take your time, blah, blah, blah. We opened them up and the conversation slowed down, but there wasn't really anything else anyone said after that which mattered, but...
Hey, come on. Lots of people tell me to shut up. You tell her, Prince. Remember that toast that Uncle What's-His-Name on my side of the family made at the last reunion? The drunk one? Like the one that was drunk as fuck?
Sure, whatever you say. And that's when it hit me. Of course I recognized him. It wasn't that I'd seen him on the cruise before.
So who was he then?
He's... Ugh, son. Why didn't you warn me he was at your school? Why didn't you think this wasn't worth telling me about?
Oh, yes, of course he is. It just didn't seem that important.
Seriously, you don't think it would be important to tell me that to look out for our cousin?
Easy scene. But we're on 3. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
I quickly scanned the room, but there's no sign of the person I wanted to see here. I guess I'm still a bit early. For 2, please.
Sure, right this way. Are you expecting the beauty?
Yeah, I asked her earlier if she wanted to have lunch, but said she was all firmly no, but if you'd like, we could have tea at this very precise time.
Firm's why you like her so much, isn't it?
Haha, something like that. I guess she's giving me a hard time for the sake of it, huh? Well, she's beautiful enough to get away with it.
Oh, it's definitely true she's beautiful enough to get away with it. That's not why, though. She's just really busy. There she is now! I'll send her your way and be back for your orders in a bit.
Thanks.
Oh, that's kind of nice outfit.
Yeah. When the beauty arrived, she gave me a warm smile and ruffled my hair, which made me a little self-conscious in public, but she was beautiful enough to get away with that too. It's good to see you. I hope you've been taking good care. Well, you know. Well, we were in public, so it was better not to go into any detail other than it's alright. Good. What kind of tea do you like? I don't really know anything about that sort of thing. I'm usually more of a coffee kind of guy, that is. I'm sure you are, but it's awfully late for more caffeine, don't you think? If you're gonna fall asleep in my arms, I want you to be nice and relaxed. Hey, come on, it's more like you're the one who falls asleep in my arms, super aggressively little spooning me. It's fucking cute. Well, what's the point of having a tall butch plaything if not to take advantage? Come on now, let's figure out what kind of tea you'd like. She talked it through with me, going over what was available, and shit after all of that. I can't remember what she helped me pick. Some sort of milk tea, I guess? If I get to see her again, I'll have to ask her. Oh, fuck, now I actually do feel bad for forgetting after all that. She went through all the effort to find something right for me.
Oh, that's really nice.
As we shared our tea together, though, I found myself getting lost in her beautiful eyes. Not in the same intimidated way as during the nights, though. Though, Lord knows, watching her take delicate sips with such exaggeratedly graceful mannerisms just made me want to roughly make out with her to see her lose her cool. But I managed to keep my cool, too. So, boss was telling me that you've been busy today. Got lots of loose ends to tie up with classmates? Oh, did she tell you that? No, that's not why I'm busy. I've just been planning a lot. Planning? Yes, naturally, for the nights, of course. Oh. Does that take a lot? Only a couple of hours. It takes you a couple of hours to figure out what you want to do with me?
Dude.
Well, you know. She seemed genuinely embarrassed to be caught admitting to how much effort she was putting into me, but then she smiled softly and giggled, brushing it off. Well, now I feel bad if we skip out on spending the night with her.
Yeah, she's putting so much effort into it.
And she cares. After all, with a body like yours, I have so many dirty thoughts about what to do to it to decide from. I felt myself blushing, but somehow being across from her, that only felt natural.
Can we take a break?
Yes.
Cool, because I really do need to use the washroom myself. But I think we're locking ourselves into a full beauty run.
Oh, I think so.
Cool.
I don't think there's any point to not doing a full beauty run, right?
I agree. All right, we will go to a quick commercial, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. Bye, everybody. Hi, we're back. Let's return to our game. So yeah, full beauty run?
Full beauty run.
Full beauty. Well, now I'm glad we took the risk to get those extra votes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I knocked on her door. From the distance, she yelled out, "I can't come to the door. Who is it?" It's me, the prince. Come on in. I walked in, but I couldn't see her. She was in the bath. Come in here, please. Sure enough, she was lying in the bath with her hair in a bun, painting her nails. Despite having her whole body to take in, I found myself more entranced by her fingers, her carefully painted nails than she liked to torment me with so much. I imagined being held by her. I guess she caught me staring. I'm sorry, I was trying to get ready for you when I fucked up my manicure. Although red is a better color anyway when I take a fistful of your hair, don't you think?
Just keep rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but shiver a little at the thought.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah. Ooh, you expected me to come. I wasn't expecting you to admit so freely that you've got it so bad for me. I was teasing, but she said, very matter-of-factly, "Yes, I do have it bad for you. Waking up with you, spending the day thinking up new things to do to you, really gets me hot and frustrated. It's true, I really want you." Oh. Did you not expect me to admit that? Or could it be you were just being bratty because you wanted to provoke me into being mean to you?
The look on your face.
I guess she saw right through me. Wow, you're still even wearing the collar. What a good look for you. I wish my nails were dry so I could give it just a bit of a tug.
Oh my god, we were wearing it!
Yeah, it's not the color of our mind. It's just something we decided to keep.
And no one asked us a thing about it.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Look, do you know how many people are fucking boning on this boat?
It's fair.
That's probably not the weirdest thing people have seen.
Also, we know nothing about what his normal life is like. Maybe
Yeah.
he did, because he's like, oh yeah, I own a little black dress or a several or whatever. It's like, he probably does stuff like this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yeah. Thanks? I'm gonna be a while, I'm afraid, so please be patient. My nails aren't gonna be dry for another half an hour. I nodded.
That's a hell of a power play.
That's okay. I can wait. Yes, I know. It's okay because I'm in charge. I wasn't asking your opinion. I was giving you an order. If my hands weren't... Actually, can you do this for me? Please unbutton your shirt. I did as I was told, noticing myself already starting to sub out just a tiny bit. I was annoyed at myself, thinking, really? She gives you just one order and you immediately turn compliant? It's not as if I didn't like the feeling. Good girl. Whoa. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's just skip this.
All right.
We're getting to the sex talk here. Blah blah blah.
Skipping all the details. There we go. That was Zatango! Subscribed for 19 months in a row. Hey, can I get a kiss?
We probably skipped a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I was ready to sleep with her at least, but then she just shoved me away. Or I was ready to cuddle to sleep with her at least, but then she just shoved me away. I just dropped my phone. You're really a good girl, you know that. I think a better place for such a lovely pet is to sleep at my feet. Don't you agree? I did not agree. I did not agree at all. But I still curled up at her feet anyway, incredibly pent up and frustrated. Utterly embarrassed how happy I was that she'd praised me so much.
Exit pursued by a bear. Subscribed for 27 months in a row. Welcome back. Exit. Or the pursued. 5th day.
Exit, pursued by bear. Yes, I would like to save my game. I can save over this one, I think. Rather than a new save. Alright. Let's see how much we can get through in the next.
50 minutes, roughly?
Yeah, well, 40, because it's already... Despite having fallen asleep at her feet, when I woke up, my head was somehow back on the pillow and she'd curled up in my arms like she usually did. I guess she'd felt cuddly in the middle of the night. I wasn't going to complain, mind you. I was happy to hold her, and geez, after only a moment did I notice that I'd woken up incredibly turned on. I'm sure the naked beauty didn't help with that. I squeezed her soft body and she responded by rolling over. Good morning. And she kissed me gently. Sleepily, I gladly indulged, cuddling up close. It took me a minute or two of contented cuddling for me to wake up enough to realize she might have been naked in bed with me, but definitely had her hair and makeup done already.
Huh.
I guess she was awake for a while. I wanted to make sure I put everything in order for you bright and early since, well, you were such a good girl last night.
She noticed that you noticed.
Oh, thank God. Oh God, I suddenly remember just how embarrassing that was. I think that was my most pathetic display in front of her yet. I wonder where I'd woken up feeling horny. Yeah, I bet you're still feeling pretty pent up, aren't you?
We get to see her sweater.
Yeah, you were so fucking mean. She kissed me again, deeply, briefly, wonderfully. Thank you, and you were so beautiful. Thank you? I think beautiful is more the word I'd use to describe you. You were so fucking hot. Why, thank you. I'm glad you thought so. To be honest, last night I really messed up a lot of my plans. Really? I couldn't tell. Wasn't it just the nail polish? No, I messed up the nail polish, and I ended up crying a little bit about it. Then I had to redo my makeup, and then, well, I suppose it all worked out in the end. Ah, jeez, why did that make you cry? It doesn't seem like a big deal. No, it's not. It was okay. Sometimes you just need a moment. It's important to me that I have everything under control. Hey now, you don't have to be perfect, you know. Honestly, I'm sure whatever it was, I wouldn't have even have noticed. Thank you for the thought, but I do have to be perfect. It's important. How can I take care of... If I can't take care of myself, how can I take care of you? That's... Don't you think you're being unfair to yourself? You don't have to, you know. She just shook her head and stroked my hair gently, as if she wasn't confident that I'd listen to her otherwise, that she needed to placate me with that lovely, gentle touch. No, it's not like that. You don't understand. I like taking care of you. It's my reward for all of the hard work. It's how I relax. Then she squeezed me tightly, her soft body pressing firmly against mine. Just let me. I sighed a little. Well, if that's what she really wanted, it would be easier not to argue at all, and just to feel comforted and safe in her arms. So much easier. Just let me, please. Of course, miss. She grabbed me by the wrists, and I felt myself completely surrender to her, ready to do whatever she wanted me to do. It was really so much easier not to argue. Blah, blah, blah. Kissing. Well, okay. Morning sex.
The one thing I don't understand is the diamonds, because it says current standings, and we have 4 of those diamonds filled.
Yeah, we've had them filled for a long time.
Yeah, and that's, I'm like, I don't know how that's supposed to fill up, or if it's not supposed to fill up, or what's supposed to happen. Oh, Christ. If we go hang out with the bro, that
Maybe.
furthers the scenes along. Does that give us an actual opportunity, do you think, to get to votes later? Or, like, because
Yeah, maybe.
I'm kind of like, if we do the president's path, my worry is that even though we get up maybe up to 1 vote.
Yeah. Let's go see our cousin.
Okay.
I noticed him the instant I hit the deck. It was hard not to, with the loud sound of a basketball dribbling audible from far away.
Oh, I like this. Hey man, over here! Hey man, over here.
He had a portable basketball net set up in the middle of the tennis court and was just practicing 3 free shots. I was kind of worried that a particularly bad miss might end up in the ocean, but I guess he had a couple of spare balls just there in case. Spare basketballs. I mean, I don't know about the other kind. Maybe, though. Still a basketball on a cruise? Oh, another new outfit.
I like this.
Where did you even find that thing?
Well, funny story. They got here and all they have is a tennis court because, I don't know, maybe there's some rule you can only have boring old people sports on a cruise. Then I thought, wait, screw the rules, I have money. So I gave that hot maid half a grand when we were in Halifax picking you up and she came back with this. I think it's just from Walmart or something, I don't know. But no one's asked me to take it down, so, well, you know, ergo hoops or something. Ergo hoops?
Look, man, I don't know. I don't speak bro. Huh.
Come on, man, join me.
Not really my thing, honestly. I mean, we've never played or anything before.
Oh, actually, we did, briefly, in grade 9. Which, obviously, you would totally remember, because we've been going to the same school for 4 years, during which we shared a home form for the first year. And you got involved in some pickup basketball games we had after school a few times, because you heard your sister did that and wanted to try but gave up quickly. Wow. You also, of course, obviously would totally remember that we were in the same English class last year, even though we didn't talk much.
Yes, of course.
And then recently, in the past 2 weeks, you've been talking to me about my plans for the future.
He's a real chip off the old block.
He's
in this
very
film.
chatty.
He's smarter than he seems.
Which obviously you totally remember, because you're definitely actually the prince, and definitely actually did all these things and don't need me to remind you. Obviously. Because you're the prince. Totally. Definitely, absolutely the prince.
Kind of laying it on thick there.
Come on, dude. I'm totally bored with shooting hoops on my own. Let's play some one-on-one. And I'll tell you all about stuff that you, the prince, should obviously already know everything about, because you're the prince and have totally been out of school for 4 years. You know, you, the prince, the person that you obviously are. I'm sure it wouldn't be useful to hear all these sorts of things, because you're the prince, and therefore you already know all of it.
I got it, alright, you've made your point.
And what point would that be, man? I have no idea.
Okay, I'm sorry. Obviously, it was silly of me to think I could trick you. Obviously, it's me. I'm just worried about everyone else.
Oh yeah, dude, you should be. Everyone else, they'll totally tear you apart if you... Everyone else, they'll totally tear you apart if they knew you weren't really him. Everyone hates him. You would be fucked, and not in the fun way. Proper fucked.
Thanks for the votes of confidence.
No problem.
I felt a little ridiculous. He was my cousin who had hung out a lot when we were younger. back when the various parts of the family still saw each other. Of course he could tell. And besides, even if he wasn't able to tell, the idea of trying to fool someone I knew felt bad and wrong and stupid.
Seriously though, I'll help you out. I can tell you all about the social politics here, and I promise they are a million kinds of fucked up.
Tell me about the politics. Please, tell me about the social politics I need to be worried about.
Basically all of them.
I was hoping you had something more specific in mind.
Sure, dude, I can give deets. So, who do you want to know about?
Well... Huh. Well, maybe we should have talked to this guy earlier.
I think that's the idea of why he comes up first. And, I mean, obviously we don't need to know about the cuties now, right?
Well, tell me about the boy.
Yeah, that actually sounds good. Unturned Scry Flunge! Subscribed for 13 months in a row. Welcome back.
Tell me about the boy.
Yeah, definitely he's the most important to know about. He's always had the most obvious crush in the world for you. I don't know if the prince noticed or not. Dude kind of lives in his own world sometimes, you know?
I'm seeing that.
I think he's probably gay. Dunno, but girls love him in an oh so cute, I want to protect him sort of way. And I know he's never dated any of them, so probably gay? Is that okay to say? I don't know how this works. Is that offensive?
Dude, it's not offensive to say that the boy who only has ever expressed sexual interest in other boys is probably gay. I mean, you could always just ask.
Well, I'm not a girl, so fuck do I care?
Point. Anyhow, I'm noticing you didn't say, well, I'm not interested in him, though.
I'm not gay! Although, so like the dresses are new, but unless there's something in private or something the prince knows about something I don't.
I'm confident there's no limit to the things I know that he doesn't.
And nobody else has seen him dressed like this before either. Maybe I did change my mind. Not really my type, but even I have to admit he looks pretty in a skirt. You know, no homo.
Man, what's with this no homo shit? I don't get it. You can't just say something that's queer as fuck and then get followed up like that. What is no homo? Some sort of incantation to keep the homo away?
But I don't want to keep the homo away. He's cute.
Oh my god.
This guy is very ridiculous.
Am I wrong?
He seems like he's actually pretty good-natured.
Yeah, he is.
I'm wondering when he backstabs us. It's not...
Come on, dude. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
Thanks, great. Really useful information I got there.
So, okay, for real though, what is your type?
What's your type?
Come on, man. I asked first. You're asking about the boy. Is that your usual type? People who worship the ground you walk on and would do anything to impress?
I felt like, I don't know. This isn't the sort of conversation that girls usually have with each other at all. I wasn't used to it. It felt like a guy thing.
Really? And so what? It's not like you to go to an all-girls school or anything?
Honestly, I knew I was a lesbian who went to one. And apparently they're not as fun as they sound.
Wow. But still, I know for a fact that you have male friends at your school.
Yeah, most guys at my school are way too intimidated to talk to me about sexuality, honestly. I wasn't used to this at all. It was weird. But I muddled through. I don't know.
Dude, what do you mean you don't know? Like, don't overthink this. You like girls, right? What kinds?
I guess normally? Most of the girls I've dated have been like the stalker, you know, cute, feminine, a little shy. Shy girls with crushes are really fun.
Oh, nervous virgins then.
No! I mean, I guess maybe. I don't normally think about it that way. I think it's fun to teach people new things. Don't make it gross.
I wasn't. I respect that.
He passed me the ball. Okay, what about you? What's your type?
Personally, I really love sluts.
What? He got me halfway through taking a shot, and I was so shocked I fucked up and threw the ball so hard it went off the side of the boat. That wasn't what I was expecting you to say.
Dude.
That's surprisingly progressive. I don't know. Aren't guys normally not like that? Like patriarchy and all that?
Patriarchy and all that. That's some radical praxis. Good understanding of theory. Truly, you're a great feminist role model of our time.
Look, don't make fun of me. I got what he meant.
I promise I will never stop making fun of you.
Anyway.
Maybe, I don't know, it ain't about politics. Sluts are fucking important. Like, sure, shy's cute, but girls who are upfront about being horny are amazing. People who buy into that purity shit are dumbasses who just need to fucking focus on how great just fucking around is. That's like the good shit.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Purity is absurd. Pent up is what's fun.
And like, I have huge respect for girls who know what they want and take it.
That's fair.
You know, it being a good hard cock.
I could have read that without laughing. I'm ashamed.
This character is honestly amazing. It's like he sounds stupid.
Yeah, and the voice is helping.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, it's a good voice. It's perfect. He sounds stupid, but he's actually very, like, he seems, like, super woke and nice.
Yeah.
It's like, I like sex, you like sex, that's great. No
Yeah.
judgment here.
And being-
Let's everybody bone and be happy.
Being a young male teenager who's into ladies, it's like, this is exactly what I'm into, and I probably get that all the time. So great.
Yeah, exactly. This is sex positivity. You like sex, have sex and enjoy it, have consensual, enjoyable sex, and everybody has a great time. No need to make anyone feel bad about having a nice time. Yeah, I got the joke. It was pretty good. Good double entendre.
Just checking.
I mean, I can think of better things to get excited about taking, but that's just me. I made a vulgar hand gesture, although I felt self-conscious about it immediately afterwards.
You know, it's really funny seeing that come from someone dressed like him. I'm used to, like, you know, the most pretentious bullshit imaginable. Dude would never in a million years make a joke about eating pussy.
Well, he's probably never had sex.
Excuse me?
Too pretentious for it.
Oh yes, the pretense of caring about more intellectual pursuits than being obsessed with raging hormones. I am wounded by your appeal to the basis of biological urges.
I feel like Brother is definitely asexual.
Yeah.
Or just maybe, like,
This might just not be... I mean, I can understand him being like, this is not my jam right now. I am focused on... I guess if
he's doing all this stuff. He's got games to plan.
Yeah. That's probably more him, is it's kind of like, I'm not interested in trying to get laid. I'm more interested in trying to mess with everybody for my own enjoyment.
Yeah. Maybe just a bit of a dick. I think you can be asexual and a dick. I don't think they're necessarily related. I think these are two character traits he might have.
He might also not like the idea of like being intimate or vulnerable with somebody else and opening himself up in that way, but
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ace or like Sarah Serende says just not comfortable, hasn't found anyone he's interested in. Or yeah.
he feels awkward about it, yeah. All sorts of reasons. I
Yeah.
imagine we'll probably hear about some of them.
Probably. You could be ace and a dick, you just don't want dick as an ace, says Solangel777. So pretentious.
Basically the most pretentious person ever.
Trust me, I am nothing like him, basically the exact opposite.
I don't know, dude. I think the exact opposite is me. You know, with the shitty nerds tossing around bullshit like dumb jock. Do you ever get that?
No, never. I thought about it a little more. Wait, no, once. To be fair, it was during oral sex.
Dude!
Honestly, it was kind of hilarious. Maybe not my finest hour, but funny.
Like, what was even the context of that?
God, I don't even remember. I think she was on her knees, pulled out a bra strap, and smugly said, "You wouldn't even know what to do with me, you dumb jock." Needless to say, I knew exactly what to do with her.
Oh, nice, dude! Okay, that's pretty good.
And when he went over and grabbed one of the spare basketballs.
Okay, so enough philosophizing. Let's play some fucking one-on-one.
God, yes, absolutely. You know, for all my resistance earlier, I was absolutely itching to fucking play. Even in one of your stuffy suits and uncomfortable shoes. I just needed to move.
Didn't even realize you even liked sports.
You're kidding me, right? You've seen where I go to school. The courts are always busy after class is out. It would be weird if I didn't play.
I'm just surprised, seeing as how you couldn't care less about the tennis lessons Dad forced us into. I figured you didn't like sports. That's interesting that he wrote Dad in lowercase, too.
Yeah. I didn't like the dresses he forced me into either. I didn't like anything he forced me into. I like sports, I just don't like him.
So what you're saying is that tennis isn't butch enough for you?
What I'm saying was, we had agreed to a game and we were negotiating the rules. 11 points, no blood, no foul. Sound good?
Damn, man, you like to play rough, huh?
I promise you, you aren't half as rough as the beauty is.
Wow, dude, I'm happy for you.
Thank you for understanding.
High five?
Okay, now it was just embarrassing. What a fun. Anyhow, spare the rest of the details. We played ball. I totally destroyed my feet and handily destroyed the bro too.
Wow.
It was honestly a lot of fun hanging out with him, even if it was slightly weird. It reminded me of old times, back when the family was still together and everything was a little more simple. Weird, but nice.
Yeah, I can see that. Things were a lot better then. These little teases of backstory.
Ah.
Right, we've been at this for a while. Let's take a break.
That's the first thing you've said all week I agree with. So you're gonna untie me now?
Nah, but I'll get you something to drink. You could probably use that now, right?
Lord, could I ever.
I'll be back with water.
Could really use something stronger than that.
I'll be back with water. Boss, she's all yours.
What, boss?
Damn! Oh boy, just what I always wanted. Sole custody of a tied-up hostage.
So,
Yeah?
like you two, how did you even meet? How long have you been together?
Huh? Oh, hell no, we are not a couple. Absolutely not.
Really? Because you two seem awfully close.
I would not.
What, not into hot guys? Does that mean I have a chance then?
Oh, I'm into hot guys. What I'm not into is robbing the cradle. I mean, y'all are adults, it's cool, but you definitely do not have the emotional maturity I need.
Oh, is that a challenge?
Hun, what I need in a relationship is the emotional maturity to not say things like, is that a challenge? Look, I'll get you that drink you want if you promise to never bring up the subject again, alright?
Haha, okay, gladly accepted. God knows I could use one.
Whiskey, right? I brought along a few bottles. Bowmore good?
Sorry, that's not really my thing.
Really? I thought whiskey was your go-to on the cruise.
Oh, sure, I like bourbon. Bourbon's fucking great. I just don't like scotch.
Weird.
It's not weird at all.
You gotta admit that's a little weird.
It's not weird. Like, weird is okay. I know a guy who claims that chasing whiskey with pickle brine is a thing. He calls it a pickleback.
Oh yeah, that just sounds nasty. That's fucked up.
Personally, I think it's fucked up that when you chase your whiskey with a pickle, people call it gross, but when you chase it with a clod of dirt, they call it scotch.
Damn, girls got opinions. Alright, I get it. Not a fan of the Bowmore. How about... Oh, I know what you like. Ever had a ghost water?
No, what's that?
For my money, it's the best bourbon you can get. It's named after the town it's bottled in, Ghostwater, Kentucky, and it's a bitch to find at home.
Ooh, that cool. That sounds good. Let me try.
Here.
Yeah, that's good. Jeez, that's fucking strong. That'll put hair on your chest.
I'm pretty sure to give you a +10 to wrangling cattle.
What a nerd this lady is. Is that really what they do in Kentucky? What do they even do in Kentucky anyway?
I don't know. Something racist, probably?
Yikes.
I mean, it's funny, but also it's really not funny. I don't know. I've only been there once. It was in Cincinnati at the time, so it's just a cab ride away.
Dang, what the fuck were you doing in Cincinnati?
Well, needing a drink, that's for sure.
Speaking of needing a drink.
I think you've had enough, dear. Yes, quite. Please have some water so we can get back to telling you... Get back to you telling me about your terrible exploits, okay?
Well, I don't get suspicion, but I also don't get any votes. We're on day 5, so if we just, like, slam cousin,
Yeah,
we can probably get through that and avoid the president.
I think that'd be great, actually.
I feel like we're missing a bunch of stuff by doing this route, but... Oh, you should have time to do one more scene before we call it a break, too.
Yeah, if they're rolling this fast.
Yeah, the bros sent me pretty specific instructions to this text, which is full of how I found myself in the middle of the library carrying a bag full of cold bottles. Honestly, it was weird. Hey, I'm here, I'm queer, and I have brought beer. Meanwhile, he was just hanging out with a nearly empty bottle of his own and a book he put aside as he noticed me. I put down the bag next to me and took a seat.
Nice, now we got a good fucking party going.
He pulled out a new bottle, opened it, and passed it to me before taking another for himself. I'm not really much of a beer drinker.
Trust me, this is the good shit. Just give it a shot.
Okay, okay.
Cheers, man.
We clinked bottles and I took a sip. Huh.
See? Good, right?
Yeah, actually, what is it?
Alcoholic ginger beer. You know how it's supposed to be. Not what you're expecting, right?
Oh, that's gonna give you a fucking hangover. Okay, okay, I'm convinced. This is good, thanks. It is delicious, though. Seriously though, drink in the library? This is what we're doing? Why?
I don't know, man. It just feels right. Like peeing in a fresh bank of snow, or having sex in a bathroom stall, or watching someone in a white dress fall into mud. It's just right, you know? In a wrong way.
I have never done any of those things.
Me neither, but you get it, right?
I took a long sip. Clearly I need to catch up with how drunk he already was. Perverse, right?
I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about that. You're a pure, refined, proper lady, right?
Fuck you. Sure, as much as you are.
I'm flattered by your offer, but I'm saving myself for marriage. Sorry, man.
Oh my god. You know, maybe this is why people call us dumb jocks.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a fucking refined gentleman, man. I'm a man of infinite refinement and pleasure. Did you not expect to find me here, holding a healthy beverage, enjoying a literary classic? You think I'm a bro, but I can be thoughtful too. Sensitive even. Sometimes I put one of those cute cocktail umbrellas in my red cup. Totally fucking classy, man.
God, what are you even reading? He lifted the book, a shit-eating grin on his face. And rice!
I don't want to lose that reaction. It's a pretty limited library, it turns out.
Man, I was clearly falling into his trap, but... Why? Like, why?
Did you know that you can get away with some pretty fucked up shit in written porn as long as you call it erotica?
That's exactly why. I knew. I feel like I'm living some pretty fucked up shit, man.
Beauty treating you that roughly, huh?
You know, I was gonna ask you for more information on your classmates, but now I don't know.
Nah, man, hit me. But not in the way the beauty does, please.
I swear to God, man.
So, who do you want to know about?
Let's go with Beauty, I think.
Let's do it.
Please tell me about the Beauty.
Yeah, she's definitely the most important to know about. She's the most popular girl in school, super hot, and also kind of terrifying. Nobody would dare say this to her face, but she has a reputation for being sadistic. Like, in a sense that she's apparently into some kinky shit. I knew a girl who said she gets off on making people cry, which, hey, whatever floats your boat, man. I don't know if it's actually true, but the rumor that her and you have had a will they, won't they sort of thing going on for like the past 4 years. So, you're currently hitting that, right? Or is it more like she's hitting you?
Ugh, don't be gross.
Okay. Hey, I'm not judging. But for real, you are hitting that, right?
Yeah.
Dude, nice. So is that your type? Women who take charge?
I mean, she's really hot.
You should probably know, though, there's a thing with the president. I honestly don't know the details, but he's involved with her somehow?
No fucking shit, I got that part.
What I mean is, I know he wanted to marry her.
What?
But she seems to have way more chemistry with all the shy girls who keep confessing to her than with him, that's for sure.
That's good to know, I guess. Still kind of vague.
No problem. You ever need more reassurances that you're hotter than that guy, I have got your fucking back, man.
I knew I could count on you. I wish you could tell me about the president.
Yeah. Anyway, you're really going all in with the beauty, huh?
It's complicated.
Yes, but it's complicated fucking.
Well, yes.
Point is, you're clearly getting hella pussy. Like, I'm in awe. What's your secret, man?
Well, for starters, I don't say gross things like hella pussy.
I didn't think anyone said things like hella pussy.
In 1998, maybe.
Yeah, so you spent the 90s talking about how you got hella pussy? Really?
If you think I was that old in the 90s, either you're as much as a jerk as your brother seems to think, or you're as bad at math as your brother seems to think.
Regardless, I'm sure we can all come around to agree that nobody should ever say that.
If you'll let me continue.
I love that they all seem like they're having fun at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, fair. But seriously, you're clearly getting a ton of action. I'm gonna be real. I am absolutely jealous. How do you do it? Give me your dating pro strats. I mean, you're a lesbian, right? That's gotta make it easier. What's the trick?
There's no trick to dating.
Come on, you're just saying that because you're good at it.
Okay, so dating, the thing where you ask someone out, you regularly have a meal together, then possibly have sex afterwards. That idea, that's not real.
I'm pretty sure it's real.
No, dude, that's the thing. It's totally not. I mean, sure, some people do that. It's like with total strangers you've just met, but nobody likes the idea of dating. It's just a vetting process designed to weed out serial killers.
So what's your alternative then?
I mean, when you're getting into relationships with people you already know and are friends with, things can be way more fluid. You have sex, you hang out, you learn about each other, you spend lazy mornings together, you introduce them to your favorite albums, whatever. Seriously, liking the same music and having a good sexual rapport will get you pretty far in a relationship. But like going on dates, that's bullshit. That's not a real thing. Dating is an urban legend that was invented in 1955 by the Coca-Cola Corporation to sell root beer floats. Dating is a fictional shorthand invented by the 1994 sitcom Friends in order to make relationships easily digestible by TV audiences.
Oh my god!
But that's not real. It's totally fake and not how real relationships work. Beast has a point.
That's true. So the top dating pro strat is don't date, just fuck your friends?
Make friends, then make out with your friends. That is the trick.
I guess I'll give it a shot then. Thanks, man.
Sure, whatever. Things wound down at that point. We both ran out of beer at roughly the same time and ended up both opening a second bottle.
Man, it's really fucking wild that we're just hanging out like this. You've really...
Changed a lot.
Nah, like not even a little. You're still the same rude fucking tomboy you always were. I mean, clearly getting laid more, but aside from that, you know. Everyone else here thinks you're him, and oh man, you are so not.
No shit.
It's just funny, he's got a rep for being cool and controlling and shit. Fucking philosophically minded Machiavellian prince, and you're just coasting on that rep to fuck around with girls.
Heh, I guess so.
Ah, yes, hilarious.
Oh, shut up. Nobody asked you. I mean, what were you expecting?
The worst?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Dad would argue that I did turn out to be the worst.
Nah, man. When you disappeared, I was scared you got respectable or something. Grew your hair long and started wearing dresses.
Oh my god, seriously, can you even imagine?
Polite and respectable. Delicately breaking all the boys' hearts because you're too busy studying to have time for love.
Oh wow, fuck you. God, you're right. That would be the worst.
Good thing you turned out to be a dumb jock, huh?
That's what the girls tell me.
Fucking cheers to that, man.
I raise my bottle. Cheers. I guess this is, we don't get votes, but we do find out about our family life.
Which probably helps in exploring more of the game.
Mm-hmm. How much longer are we gonna keep up with this shit? I'm completely exhausted with it. I mean, more than I'm usually sick of your shit.
Hey, it's up to you. We'll be done once you told me everything. Come now, Sherazade. Finish your story so we can all get some rest.
Ugh.
See, then you can say something like, I feel like I've been awake for 1,001 nights. We could all have a good laugh.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I never know what the fuck you're on about, but especially now more than usual.
Once again, I am deeply disappointed by your lowbrow tastes. I promise it was all very clever and just the right level of morbid.
Great, cool, whatever.
What are they even teaching you in public schools? Well, even if they were teaching you much, I suppose you wouldn't have learned anyway, given your dismal grades. How is a GPA of 1.0 even possible?
Who even fucking cares? It's high school, it's total bullshit.
And yet it was so important to take your place in summer school.
This fucking shitty asshole dad threatened to take my motorcycle if I didn't pass, that's why. It has nothing to do with the value of high school, which is none.
I do hate to agree with our father on anything, but education is important. Surely you don't think motor vehicle ownership is more important than your future?
You don't get it. That bike means everything to me. It's the last reminder of... Well, anyway, it represents freedom. You want to know what I learned in school? I learned symbolism and shit is important. As far as I'm concerned, my motorcycle is my future. This bullshit you've got me dragged into better not be fucking jeopardizing that. God, I knew your promise of helping me was too good to be true. If I don't get my bike back after all this bullshit, I swear to God.
Relax, I'm a man of my word. There's no need for such violent words.
I'd feel a lot more relaxed if I knew I wasn't tied to a fucking chair and God knows where in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, but how about you get back to your story now? The sooner you're done...
Yes, I know. I fucking know. Now stop interrupting. Ah, beauty.
Yep.
we could get 4 votes. You get a lot of votes if you do the
Yeah.
other route, which probably makes up for the fact that you can't do a lot of risky stuff during the day.
Exactly, yeah.
When I showed up that night, I could tell immediately she was unhappy. Oh, good, you finally showed up. Uh-oh. She pulled me in close by my tie, then grabbed me by the hair, kissing me aggressively and pulling hard enough on my hair to make me whimper. As she kissed me, she reached down, undoing my belt, and I kissed her back, eager for more. Then she shoved me away, giving me a stern look. What's wrong? Go sit down. And as I was told. Whoa, she picked up a riding crop? Oh, I don't. You've been bad. Really? She leaned forward to glare at me, using the riding crop to raise my chin. I'd never seen that with her before, and it was hard not to feel nervous. This morning, when I was so generous as to tie you down to the bed, I told you to be silent, and that was definitely not silent. Oh. Oh, come on, she was just making up reasons. I mean, I guess it's true that did happen, but there's a reason I didn't mention it. It wasn't important. Oh, come on, really? I expect my orders to be followed. Ugh. And she leaned back, tapping the riding crop against her hand. I mean, don't worry, I'll forgive you, but before I can do that, I'm gonna have to punish you. Oh my. Yeesh. She brought it down hard against her own hand, letting out a frighteningly loud noise without flinching. Holy fuck. Wow. I understand? That's better. And she put the crop down on the table and sat down next to me. Phew. And she took off my tie, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip this.
Alright.
We're getting into the sexy stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to get to the beginning of the next day.
That's fair.
Well, skipping all the details. I was so shaken, so sore, trembling, so much, so aroused, so exhausted, so overwhelmed, it was as if I was going to melt away. Oh my. We stayed like that for a while. Until at long last she got up, blah 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 blah. Then we went to bed. We
Yep.
went to bed. Sexy things happened. This game has a lot of sex in it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a thing. It kind of works.
Yeah.
I would like to save my game. Hey, and we made it to the morning of day 6.
Karasis has asked, has this just turned into softcore porn? No, this has been hardcore porn the entire time.
We were just skipping the hardcore parts.
Yes.
I want to get to the point where we choose the next people's stuff. Because
yeah.
I feel like the morning scenes with her are a continuation of the night before.
Yeah, I agree.
I woke up with a groan. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but still my whole body ached from last night. I didn't see the beauty everywhere. But on a bedside table was a bottle of ibuprofen, a glass of water, and a very stern note saying, "Take it even if you don't feel like it, that's an order." I did as I was told, and then went to take a hot shower, which was basically the greatest feeling in the world after what I'd gone through. I had some bruises on my butt, blah blah blah.
That's a good effect.
That is a nice effect. By the time I was done, she had returned and was sitting on the bed wearing nothing but one of my tank tops. It was a pretty good look. Especially since she was a little bit too loose for boobs her size. Good morning. In a very good mood, I hopped onto the bed sitting across from her. Just a little bit too hard for my sore ass. It was fine. It was nothing. Right now, I was still a little sore and winced. Ow. Good morning. I'm sorry. I think I got a little bit carried away. How are you feeling? Did I go too far last night? You're giving me puppy dog eyes. Why are you giving me puppy dog eyes? With all my pent-up passion from last night, I kissed her. I just wanted to show her how I felt, unable to put into words, kissing her deeply, my tongue delving deep. She murmured in surprise but welcomed it. As I closed my eyes, I felt her hands on my chest as she was trying to discourage me, pushing me away. As if touching me with those soft, delicate hands of hers would make anything but want her more. Then she's grinning at me.
Holding
Wow,
you
jeez.
down.
You really are a total masochist, aren't you? Did you like getting beaten like that? Yeah. Ah, what a good girl. Alright, more kissing. More kissing. No more suspicion. This game sure is making up for all the kissless streams we had before. I like how nothing happens until the afternoon, because it's basically like, Because it's basically like, these are teenagers, they're not getting up before 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Alright, so that's it. We're
gonna wrap the stream now, because that way
looks
we have
like
time
we
to
don't
eat
get
and-
any votes for hanging out with our cousin, but he's actually super fun, and I'm enjoying seeing that social
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, even if we don't like the if how do we get to the menu again? Because I just want to have a look at the menu. So it looks like we're in first, the president's second, the swimmer's in third. So it looks like we're leading with all of the votes that we have there.
Right.
So I'm guessing that's
I don't know what this is supposed to mean.
like, yeah, because I'm like, does that mean that we're supposed to be like, if you were in two instead, or three instead, or four instead, or whatever? It's like, does that mean you're actually moving up, or, and we're at the top four because we have the most votes right now? Like, is this going to be we win?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So. Moosefield Cat says we are currently winning by quite a bit.
Ah.
So maybe that is what's going on. I don't know. But,
Alright, so yeah, we could have unlocked the swimmer route somehow.
really early on in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
one of the first things you can do. You choose to go with the photographer. Or the
Oh,
swimmer.
that's right. And it's
Yeah.
a winner. You get.
I like the idea that we're showing the social link though. It's like, yeah, you could basically fill up all the spots with the bro, and I mean we've already done the photographer. We finished with the bro. We can finish with the beauty. It's like, I think that when the game is done, it'll still show you how you.
We
did.
haven't met a couple of people. It looks like.
Yeah, the beast,
Weird.
the boss, the prince. Maybe their end game.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we've totally ignored the president. We've only hung out with the lieutenant once.
The boy has 6 pips, which is very interesting.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's an involved storyline that
Mhm.
we're not really getting a chance to. I'm okay with seeing how the bro.
Yeah,
Turns
me too.
out-
I like him. It is also a very different route for this to take, where it's like, despite this game being about you need to get a lot of votes and sleep with people and do all this stuff, it's like there's a route that seems completely sexless that's still okay to be on.
That's just giving you backstory into the characters.
Yeah,
Which I'm totally down with.
yeah.
Alright, but that is going to do it for this stream. Sorry, we're having some trouble with the HDMI thing, so no checking in with our horse boyfriend this week. But join us next week when we're probably going to finish Ladykiller in a bind, considering this is
Yeah.
day 6, and then we'll have to have a different game too. Alright, bye everybody. See you next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of those subs and all of the bits and all of the cheers for charity. And this stream is brought to you by you, our wonderful, generous friends who support us on Twitch and support us on Patreon. And if you like what you saw, give us a follow. Or subscribe, but you can just follow us too.
Yeah, costs you nothing, good for us.
Yeah, we'll be online in like an hour, I think, to with the crapshoot, which is, are we filming and doing a thing? I think we are.
Yes, I think we are.
I think we are. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody. Hi.
Good, we are live.
We're here.
There we go.
Time to talk to our horse boyfriend, because we missed horse boyfriend, because we got the thing working. Paul showed us how to do it. All right.
He's doing the very normal thing.
Are you ready for this, Beige?
What?
Can you turn it up just a bit?
Aw,
Our bond has grown stronger.
that's great. You beat that man up a lot.
Arg! You got kicked real good. Nay.
That's a little suggestive.
It's like a double Cabedon. Or I guess maybe he's on the road?
I want to believe it's the wall.
Look at his eyes. They're like, "Mwah."
Yeah.
Don't bother Kathleen anymore. Okay, I'll leave her alone. Running away now. You'll be alright now. Thanks. That guy must have thought he was gonna die as well. It is the wall.
Yeah.
Cause he does the Cabedon to your character. Your character's like, I'm gonna die. I feel for him, even though I can't sympathize. Let's go home. Damn, you think I'm gonna back down just like that? Arg! Eek! Oh wow. Again! Kathleen, I dare you to move one step closer. Don't you care about your girlfriend? Stop! I could really use some help.
Oh my God! Where's Heather?
rival
Where's
horse?
Heather?
Heather! Heather! Get in here!
A new wrinkle.
What?
A rival horse has appeared!
What?
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Is he prettier?
Look at
Oh,
him!
he is
He's
much
a,
prettier.
He's a bad boy horse!
Wait, are you live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Bonus kissing?
Oh, because we never got to horse boyfriend because the HDMI input was kind of screwed
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
up. Huh? Take that. Ack!
Oh, and he's rescuing you too.
Well, yeah, because Yuma tried to rescue us and this guy he did a double kabedon. There's another good-looking horse. Ryuma. Huh? Yo. Look at that bad boy smirk.
Look at the slightly angled eyes.
I know.
They're just like, yeah, me. I'm much more bad boy than you.
He's a
Ever could
naughty.
be.
He's a very naughty boy.
I like that they all have the word for horse in their name.
Yeah. They know each other? I guess it's a small world if you're a horse with a human face. Thank you for saving us, Ryoma. Yuma, you're as pathetic as always. Can't even protect one human? Ha. You are a disgrace to racing. Hey, don't ignore me. And you know that last race you won? I just let you win that one.
That race too.
Oh, you heard about that. 'Cause, you know, I'm running in the next race. And I'm definitely gonna win. Well, what? You better be ready. Ha ha ha! Ryoma, wait! What just happened?
Oh no, are you gonna be an owner of 2 horses soon?
Horse rivals! Menage horse!
Horse triangle.
Horse, menage horse. I'm glad we went back online for this beach.
It's good.
You're gonna have a whole horse harem?
Due to injuries sustained the previous day, Oji-san could no longer help Yuma train. And he asked Kathleen to take Yuma to another ranch owned by an acquaintance for an expedition. Little did they know that Ryoma, the city savior, was also at that ranch. The fated pair will meet again! Next episode, Racing Rivals. How much game is this? Is a lot of game.
There's way more game than I ever expected for this game.
Considering I think we put like $4 into it, this is worth your
Yeah.
money. It's not... It's worth your money for just the interstitial scenes, honestly.
Okay, now what? I guess if you're training, it's not the treadmills again, is it?
No, it can't be. Episode 9, Riding Rivals. Who was that good-looking horse? He and Yuma seem to know each other. But how? Is he his brother, cousin, friend? Brother from another mother? Oji-san probably knew where he was from. I just wanted to know more about him. Why? He was really hot. I like how she's just leaning into
Like,
this.
no, I know why.
Oh, CW3040 says Bill Wirt's music, main rival. Because I like guys other than Yuma. Don't I?
I mean, maybe. If you've only experienced one horse boyfriend, maybe
Maybe there could be better
there
horse
could be better
princes
horse
out there.
boyfriends. Once
Hello.
you won't force feed us onions.
Yeah. Hey, your injuries still haven't healed? I'll be alright in a month. Oh, well, take care of yourself until then. So you probably guessed I can't join you for training. So I've asked a friend to help out. Will you come with me to meet him? Yeah, of course. I can't say no to him in that state. Aw, poor Yuma. You look so sad. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Shall we go then? Okay.
To the hellscape? Why
I
are
think we're here. I like how it's just like palette swapped. Is this right? It doesn't look like a ranch. Hey, you over there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at least they gave him a palette swap. The one who came for the expedition. Ah! Another one that looks exactly like Oji-san! Hello, we're from the Prince Ranch. We're looking forward to training with you today. Whatever. I only agreed to this because my brother begged me. Ah.
This is Rival Ranch.
Yeah, you won't be treated as guests. Okay. He's so rude. Even though he's another clone. Fancy seeing you here. Ryoma! Oh, it's that hot guy from the other day. Come to spy on how I train, have you? I didn't know you were that desperate. Shut up! We're only here because we have no other choice. They seem to have some history. Whatever. Compared to what I do for training, you guys just crawl around like babies. We broke like 1 million treadmills, I have you know.
If they show a scene where the horse is crawling around like a baby, I'm gonna lose it.
Hey, I've been training my hardest for the race too. You count roadworks and surfing as training. If you're so insistent, I'll let you do what I do, but you'll be crying home with your tail between your legs within 10 seconds. What would you do? What would you know? I accept your challenge. Why did OG-san ask us to come here?
In the lightning field.
Okay.
What?
What? That looks so dangerous!
I don't know much about horses, to be honest, but I don't think their backs can arch like that.
I don't think their legs go that way. Do you think Ryoma is good looking? Like I say, he's not as handsome as you. What? I'm talking about Ryoma.
Nice.
Yes, and I'm diverting the topic back because that would be weird if I started telling you how hot I thought the other horse boy looked.
Alright. I feel a storm coming. Sounds like fun. The weather report said sunny. I'm gonna get blown away. How about I'm gonna get blown away?
Yeah?
Grab onto my tail and so you don't go anywhere. Okay. That was good. If I can get an excellent on the next throw, it will be max energy. I want to give you a ride. I'll whip you good. Let's go. I'll be afraid of falling off.
I want to go with I'll whip you good, but I think it's just let's go.
Ah!
Damn.
Really?
Huh. Alright.
No.
Is Ryoma throwing
This
the
is-
boulders at us?
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, well, because you're training. This is worse than a lot
He
of anime
is!
I've seen.
How does this help them run races?
Makes your legs.
It's gives you that upper body neck strength that you need running. I think. Sure.
This is bizarre. Alright, well, this is a very brief check-in with Horse Prince.
That was great, though. I mean, like the.
Yeah, this game is but like,
seeing the episode.
yeah, the little mini episode. I'll do my horse boyfriend homework for next time so we can see the next.
The rivalry.
Yeah, this is starting to get intense.
I didn't think there'd ever be a rival in this game.
No, I honestly didn't think this game would go on this long.
That's fair too.
Yeah, I can't even. That's kind of how I feel about this whole game. All right, thanks guys. This has been a special bonus stream of Now Kiss, so we could just check in with our horse boyfriend. See you later. Bye.